4, 3. They heard me say 3, but welcome one and all to City-States of Klovisa, : The God War, featuring none other than the political team, united at last. Hello, political team.
Hello, John.
How political are we feeling
Dungeon
today?
Master.
Hello, man, who will probably
Puzzle
kill us
War,
all.
you guys?
Damn. So many unique greetings to me specifically. I feel so honored and loved and respected. Guys, let's go around the table and start out of order this time. We're going to start with Brood. Brood, how have you been this week?
Last week of finals, really excited. Watched the new Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Okay, it's good to hear. Shadow, Thatch, playing. What's up?
Hey, not much. Been a pretty good weekend. I got family coming in from out of town. My daughter turned 12 this week. We just celebrated a birthday for her today. Went to the theater, rented an entire theater to ourselves, and her and her friends watched Elf. Good movie.
Elf?
Elf, yeah. You don't know Elf with Will Ferrell?
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual movie. Okay. Coraline, also known as JC, how are you doing? Will Ferrell doesn't exist. He's not real.
It's terrible.
The worst Canadian by far, right, JC?
One of the Adam Sandlers.
He's not Canadian.
No, Adam Sandler's great. I love his movies.
You love Adam Sandler, but don't like Will Ferrell? They're the same guy.
They totally are.
They're
very different. Very different.
John
You
C.
say
Reilly
that.
and Will Ferrell are the same person. Adam Sandler's different.
Okay. Redacted also playing as Alden. How are you?
I'm absurdly tired.
Okay. Good to know. Antwa playing as Temer. What's up?
Yo, I'm wondering if anybody will ding my half-written action report. I did it in form of song, if you guys are curious.
Oh shit, I'm reading it right now. Here we go. Ignore
That's what I
Coraline.
needed to say.
The Tyrant, seemingly fit as a fire elemental. What? Was alerted to our midnight meeting at the cemetery and was direly interested in the reason for our investigation. What on earth is so important there? Afterwards, we were given a big info dump. Ahem. Following paragraph to be sung. Hark! A herald angel seen! Blazing sun has come to Destry! Sadly, a member named Kushim has switched from our side and joined its team. Holy!
You have to sing it like I want to stop you. Sing it like "Hark the Angels." Like you can't. Sing it.
I don't know Hark the Angels. No, I read it
it's
like
horrible.
poetry. This is how I talked when I played as William Shakespeare in some play one time.
God, it's the meter
You've broken Temer.
Good, I'm glad.
I like
Fuck
this
your
song.
preconceptions. Alright, guys. It's time. Shadow, you volunteered to do the recap, so I immediately want to throw it to Brood. But
I know you probably would.
go for it, Shadow. Let's hear it. I'll put
Alright.
on your theme song.
Last week on City-States of Klovisa, the God War for the political team, we were informed that the divine being has arrived in Destry, and that Kushim has turned traitor and joined the other side. We were scolded for investigating Ranella Jewel's grave, and then we were given about 5 or 6 quests from the Tyrant. As for possible things for our next adventure, we were told we could explore the briefcases, which have been found, to teleport people to an unknown region. We can go to Destry, where Fresnoth is dead, and there's an Aldrich imposter running around threatening the city. We need to expose him to create political strife. We could go to Ariel and Quelithor, which is cut off and in desperate need of aid from all around, and there's a desperate need for information on the situation. We could head to the Ilithaean temples, there are 2 left to explore and raid, or we could hunt down the Greater Chemical, thwarting Mephelio to free up the alchemist to then join Toast. We're also informed of a personal quest that Antoine wanted to seek knowledge on befriending elementals. We then proceeded with some information gathering. The party did learn many things. They learned Thorazor is now on the brink of ending their war with Alcazar. The divine being in Destry is being referred to as the Herald. Brandy tells Coraline her god entities are Ulathan. And Redacted learns of the Horse Lords and potential ingredients for what created him. The Tyrant and Anchoa meet up together, and they go north of Tulst into the forest to find a pool with an elemental residing in it. Anchoa learns that the Tyrant made a peace offering with this elemental when he took power. We also learn that the elementals can take many different forms, that the elemental in Mokapuni no longer wants to be there, and that elementals wish for respect and reverence above all. The next day, Coraline showed the Tyrant the Aldrich family pendant, which he immediately went running off to go deal with. And we have no further information as of yet on that situation. Redacted has now been given control of Randy and has since loaded it up with 1,000 catapult spells. We learn that the raid team's warehouse has been hit and the mithril has been stolen. The party travels south to the new colony, seeking out Randy the Druid on the lead for more information on the elementals. Anchoa decides to cut through many of his magic tattoos to sacrifice something of himself to the elemental. After which Randy shows up and bitches out the party for traumatizing the damn childish elemental by cutting open your damn skin. Anchoa tells him of his desires and that he's from Mokapuni, and Randy then shares the story of Mokapuni. Hephaestus went to Mokapuni. The elemental there asked for his help to commit suicide. Hephaestus then asked him to help him end the world in exchange for achieving his desire. Lots of people went there to go to stop him. Hephaestus got sent to the Death Realm. Wolden went to go kill a god and failed, and then Wolden's wife left to go after him and wasn't heard from again. The elemental gets pissed that Hephaestus has left, and then Hephaestus essentially crashes all his temples in on themselves. So then takes the Eternium Crystal and fucks off, causing the elemental to commit suicide and Mokapuni to die. Anchoa hears all this in a quick 3-minute sequence, and his mind is blown away, speaking to Randy, and this today is where our story should begin.
Our story begins as Brood screams into existence. He is in direct... No, I'm kidding. It is the 4th of July. In America land, that's Independence Day, but in Klovisa, it's just another day of the year. You guys are there at the shrine. Revik, are you in your trash can, or are you somewhere else entirely?
I think I'm in my trash can, and I wake up. What a good day! I have been draining Thatch and took Aldrich to get my spell slots back.
That's fair.
And I'm very healthy. I am happy. I got all my spell slots and HP back, so I'm finally ready to go out and fight again.
Nice.
I have to alternate days so they get their health slots back. It's like farming, but people.
The vampiric lifestyle. Where are you? Are you on the airship that's docked above? Some shitter place you guys rented for a little while? Or...
Yeah, I think that would be fun, because then I could like kind of get a lay of the land at night. Just kind of come out, kind of creep around the airship. Spook some people.
Sneak some people?
Spook.
Okay.
That too.
Thatch!
Yes.
Where are you? Are you down below? Have you been watching all this time? Just silently watching Randy just come out of left field with a steel chair, beat Anchoa's ass, and then, like, kick him 40 feet away?
I think so. I think Randy show up and, like, spear tackling Anchoa. It surprised even Thatch, and even he wasn't ready for it.
Damn. Coraline, Redacted, Anchoa, you were in an argument with Randy, the druid. He inhales his first long breath in a while. Lets out a whoo! And then looks at you all.
I have no...
Oh, he stretches his back out as if he's just, like, suddenly relaxed after a week of not being violent.
It's strange, his words have washed over us as if it's been a week since he's told us.
Yes. You've had plenty of time to process them.
What were we talking about again?
Time flows strangely here, Randy says. Are you done?
So Anchoa got kicked off like 40 feet, right? You said?
Yeah, Randy seems to be like an expert wrestler or something. So at one point, like during him like trying to throw him, Randy like got Anchoa on his back to like do a knee heel kick into Anchoa and make him fly like 30 feet. It was insane. You're like, holy shit.
So Coraline will look to Randy, then look to Anchoa and go, Anchoa, are we done here?
I look at the floating Randy. Are we done here?
Yes. Antoine needed to have the same story told to him one more time.
I look to the druid and go, do you know you share the name with some sort of talking temple on the island?
What?
Yes, there's a temple that talks.
No.
It's called Big Randy, and the little rock is called Little Randy, and you were
No,
called
that's
Druid
not
Randy.
true.
You talked to little Randy last time.
Randy, is that true? And then the little Randy guy floating around Paradigm Set, or fuck! Redacted's head, excuse me. Kind of bleeps out. I may have taken some liberties with naming myself. And Randy just like does the hands on hips and he's like, how dare you steal my name? You know, I'm gonna choose to look at it as a respectful decision.
But Rock Randy is older than you are, no?
Yeah, but you can rename yourself whenever you want, you dipshit. Alright! He dabs on you. Are you done here?
I'll walk over to Anchois, pick him up, and be like, Anchois, is there anything else that you wish to learn here? Now is your time, if you wish to. Otherwise, we should probably move on.
Randy.
Which one?
I'm definitely not talking to the rock. I need an elemental in my island. I need him back. My people need him back.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, well, go get that Eternium crystal and then offer it to a primal elemental. And bingo bango bongo. You got yourself a deal.
Just borrow the one from this shrine here? Just,
No, they're intrinsically tied to the land. If they go away, then this land will die too.
What? He says this one was young. So where do you get little elementals?
Well, young could
Can we
be
have one
like
of those?
50,000 years old. You have to understand, they don't, like, live. They're not even really born. This one's been around since the beginning of time itself. Since time was a real thing. It's only now just gotten an interest in permaculture, he says, gesturing to everything around you. It probably was under the sea for quite some time. Just, you know how land works. It gets pushed up, gets sent down, volcanoes come out. He makes the noise.
Alright, then I guess we search for this Eternium crystal. And this sill.
Sure, maybe it'd be easier if you could transport your island onto this piece of land. And then
I like
the
that
elemental
idea.
can just take care of both.
Yeah, do massive amounts of permanent damage to the world. Yeah, just go ahead, lift an island. Hephaestus didn't try that one at all. Ugh.
Well, the tyrant did it with his big tower thing. How much more? He just got to do it lots more times.
He didn't drop
was-
a pillar. He grew a pillar. That's two different things.
It was Ozark actually with his pillar, I believe. Unless
So we
Ozark
just
has
grow a
different
new
pillar.
island.
Pillars come from the ground. Islands don't drop out of the sky.
Well, hear me out. You grow a pillar under the island until it's very tall.
Oh my god.
You
Can't
push
sink
it
anymore.
over until it falls, and then you repeat.
Good luck
I mean, the island's
convincing
already dead,
someone
so
to
it's
do
The
that.
fun capsizing
You know,
the
maybe
island.
someone could. Randy thinks for a moment, kind of like, yeah, I guess that could work, but it'd still take a
No, but
really long
seriously.
time.
I meant just transport the temples and stuff that's important. Just leave the dirt. Pick a place, make a circle on the map, and say New Maukapuni. No?
He nods. It's wise
I
and practical.
I mean, your grandmother's not even buried. It'd be really easy to transport her here.
Oh man. All right. Well, it seems like you guys have
Yeah.
some working out to do. I'm gonna go talk to a friend, you all have fun. And then Randy just goes up to the shrine and starts walking away. Antoine, what do you say? Call out!
I was going to say to Randy that, is there any way I could find an Eternium crystal that's not, like, in the sea? Like...
That's not in the ocean?
Yeah, that's not buried deep in the ocean?
It depends on where the primal elemental's keeping it. I mean, it is their, like, connection to the world. So once they give that up, it's kind of like, you know, see you later, I don't care what you do with it. Only a couple of mortals have ever really, like, handled one. And then, you know, they either go away immediately and fuck off, or, you know, they die honorably, heroically, and they get a named weapon after them or something. It's not a common material, my friend. It's not like platinum or mithril.
Yes. Thank you. I understood maybe half of what you told me, but the things I did understand,
you know,
was helpful. It was very, very helpful.
You're very welcome. Don't bleed here again.
Okay. I think we take our leave. Back to toast, everyone.
Please.
Antoine.
I mean, we're going to toast. I don't necessarily think there's anything I could take from this land. I definitely won't take any Eternium crystal that's located here in this place. I say a few prayers to the elemental. I say that hopefully I will meet your kind soon. Take care of the land.
Randy waves goodbye to you all as little Randy spins towards the gondola, which has been lowered down to the ground. You all can hop onto it. Well, most of you can hop onto it the first time, then it'll come back down for the horse. And together you can ascend back. The captain, currently unnamed, will look at you. Was that money well spent? Are you guys done?
Who knows?
Did you see that guy turn into, like, a bird, or the bird turn into a guy and then, like, break his entire body? That was crazy.
He broke tons of bones, and he was fine.
What did that sound like? And then we can fast forward to Toast.
A beautiful crescendo.
On the way to Tolst, Corley is gonna start chatting with Thatch and go, you know, that might be a good idea. We rename the colony Mokapuni, and then anytime anyone's going somewhere here, they say, oh, we're going to Mokapuni, and everybody, the spies are going to be like, oh, they're going to some dead island, there's nothing there. But no, they're going here. It'd be really a good idea. What do you think?
Very sneaky. I don't think that's doing true homage to Enchwa's culture and his people. If they choose for it to be Mokapuni, they need to make that decision of their own volition, and not because we rename it.
Well, I mean, we could spell it differently. 2 eyes.
Well, maybe a Y at the end instead of an I.
Silent H.
Mokapuni.
You surfacers love your silent H's. It's really annoying. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so am I. I just wrote Mokapuni on the map.
It's official.
You guys can head back to Tolst, no problem. You will be there at the end of the day, or late afternoon, really. Who is messaging me? Why don't you go ahead and stop? You all look about. The city is beautiful as always. You see little spotlights in the countryside. Not searching for anything, just signs of life, village life in the sea of trees. It's beautiful. You land. And what do you guys want to do? It is the 4th of Summer Scorching? No, Summer's Harvest. It's an agricultural month.
Well, we have a couple things that we definitely want to do. One, we want to stop by the armory. Two, we need to stop by the tyrant and find out what became of us handing him the Aldrich family pendant. And then after that, I think once we learn of that, we're deciding on our quest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the armory first, because it's nighttime and the tyrant is busy. It is the first week after all. What do you want to do with the armory?
Oh, we want to stop by.
Raid it.
Essentially, yes. We're stopping by looking for some more healing potions, and we also have heard through the woodwork that a few more items have been deposited there, which we are going to claim if we can.
Okay, there are currently 15 common healing potions. You may take 5. That is your allotted amount.
I don't think we've used any since we each got 2, so I don't think we need any more.
Antra has.
Yeah, Antoine, how many healing potions do you have left?
Oh, I have the greater one that was given to me by Sever. Just last, just a few.
Oh, you had a different one. Sorry.
The sewer one.
Yeah, I have the sewer one, but the one I took to heal myself was given to me by Corleen.
How many would you like to take?
I think we'll take 3, replenish the one that was used, and put 2 in our storage.
Okay, cool.
How much should I subtract from the party sheet? Gold-wise.
50 GP per.
Get one more, because I needed to replace the one I gave to Antoine.
Okay.
You can not shop, give money for the sake of materials, so that good old Meager's mom can continue her hard work.
Right. It looks like there's already 2 in the party sheet, so I think we're just buying the one for Coraline.
Alright, I have set you guys to buy 4. Please subtract 200 gold.
200 gold coming off.
Thank you.
More is better in case somebody
Yeah.
else needs them all.
Not
Sounds
true.
good.
We have no greater healing potions. We can make +2 arrows for 125 gold each. We can make +1 flails. If only we had a master crafter. Same with great swords, +1. Then there is the pike that is currently on Alden sheet.
Yep.
Alden. I will just make certain. The service of Arvo's legend lore is 450 gold. So if you want to, look up more information about the items you already have, you can do so through that means.
I actually like to do that on the Cloak of Stealth that I got from Cinda's grave.
The flail.
Okay.
We can also do it on the flail. I think we have the money to spend for it.
We also have in our possession a +1 plate mail, which Thatch will immediately jump to.
Thatch.
Yeah, it's like a gold mongering soy boy. You soy dive for the plate mail. There is +1 half plate. Can anyone use medium armors?
The horse jumps on it.
You soy dive too. And finally, there is a regular +1 spear. But let's be real: when we have 39 +1 longswords, do we really care? Okay. Fair enough.
Some legend lores.
1 second. +1 longswords. There we go. You will notice that the Sword of Destiny, which is what we are currently calling the supposed +3 cursed longsword, is not in this armory at all. It has been moved. You'll have to ask someone about that.
I think we know
okay.
who took it.
Legend lores. Let's hear it. What do we want?
The Cloak of Stealth from Cinda, and Alden, you want to do the flail from the same one?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The flail hates wizards specifically. We gotta know what's going on there.
Okay, it's 450 per, so let me go and look up my magical items.
I've already marked it off of the party gold sheet.
900? Man,
Yes,
you guys
900.
spent a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
The cloak. This cloak was... I know a lot of information offhand, but I'm just checking to make sure that I'm not giving away too much. Nope, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. No, that's the Cape of the Oracle. Where's the... That's a salamander. That's the crusty boy. This is the one that gives stealth and darkness, right?
Or dim light.
Dim light. Advantage in dim light?
Advantage on stealth in dim light or darkness. It's the one that holds the owner
I
and
physically wrote that one down. I did not put that in my... I know enough about it.
This is from like the game after Rembrandt died. So
yeah.
way back.
Yeah, I'm not going to look for it. I know enough about this cloak. This cloak was made by the vampire tailor, Hodel. It was enchanted by a wizard named... Can you guess? Just any guesses. Any guesses at all.
Ozark.
It was Hephaestus. Yes, it was. Hephaestus rears his ugly head once more as you realize this cloak was enchanted by ya boy, the long-dead Lich Wizard, and ultimately the enemy of all mankind. It was given as a return, like a returned wedding gift.
What do you mean by a given as a returned wedding gift?
The legend lore does not explain. But, yeah. Cinda was apparently using it in the later half of her life to, for missions to the King of Maylaw. Maelaw. And we wanted the flail.
Yes, please.
The flail. Flail I should have written down. It's the anti-mage one, right?
Yes.
God,
The most recent thing is it's been renamed to Gag Order.
John is looking. Control F. Flails. Okay, this is the Flail of Grundwich. It was forged in a town by a master smith not decades, millennia ago at this point, and was used to great effect with Alexander von Gleevlick the Night Haunter in his quest to destroy the threats that came to the land of Azay. He would later give it up when a traitor to his enemy, more or less, begged him for it. And he was like, okay, that seems reasonable.
Isn't that the same name that was in that book?
It's a castle power weapon!
It is a castle power fan weapon, yes. Perhaps Cinda was the same person.
Oh my god, don't tell Redacted, he will take it away again.
It's a collector's piece, definitely.
Is that dual-wielding flails?
Any chance legend loring an item makes it easier to copy the enchantment?
You've already copied the enchantment that you could.
No, on the cloak.
Oh, no, that is a pure spellcaster thing.
Oh, okay. And would it be at the armory that we would go to see if they could copy the enchantment on the cloak?
Yeah, you'd go to Arvo, but you've already tried doing that.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say that it was
He said it was risky.
Could be copied?
Yeah, it could not be copied. It's too complicated for him. He is not a high enough level wizard or enchanter to, like, match Hephaestus.
Oh, I thought that was
the
just the
witch
flail.
wizard. No.
Okay.
Well, the flail too, but...
Didn't the flail just have an aura that he literally could not copy?
Yeah, it seems to be like a magical, like, weird property. Like, it was not made with that enchantment. There is no enchanting property to make that chain go longer.
It
Which is-
learned.
Yeah. However, the +1 thing, like, yeah, you could figure that one out.
Okay.
Okay.
We also want to pick up some mundane items for wherever we may end up going.
Oh, yeah.
Does somebody on the team have rope?
Trevor will replenish his rope from running away from those. We rappelled down that hole.
Yeah.
So, I'll grab 50 feet of rope. Should I grab more? I ask.
I could give you my 30 feet that I have. Here, enjoy. 30 feet of rope.
How much is 30 feet away?
Get another 50.
Yeah, get another 50.
Let me just get another 50. Okay, so I'm at max weight then. All right.
Okay, Coraline, do you have enough thieves' tools?
I have 2 sets.
Okay.
Do you want more?
I think that'll be enough.
And then,
Are you sure?
I pipe up that I took mending just in case, and I give a link to Carlene.
nice. Okay. Do we
You can't
have
mend when
any?
it's broken in the lock?
Do we have any rations backed up? And does anybody have room for a crowbar?
How much does a crowbar weigh?
5
I can
pounds.
carry the rations in a crowbar.
All right. Why don't you carry like at least rations for a day for us in a crowbar, and then I
many
think
is
we're
that?
good. 5.
Is John about to say the dreaded audit word of how much stuff are you carrying right now, horse?
You go for it. I honestly don't know. I don't remember what my encumbrance is, but I'm at 86 right now.
86 pounds. You'd be able to carry that regardless with
Yeah.
your 19 strength.
You can hold up to 95 before you're encumbered, or before you need to start dragging stuff.
I can do that too. I'm not against being a horse anymore. Weirdly enough.
Is it time to finally strap a little red wagon to you?
Oh no, I will kick someone.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you aren't over it then, huh?
You can say a lot of things, but doesn't mean they're true.
New
All
horse isn't much nicer than old horse.
He wouldn't know.
This is true.
Anything else with the
Just a
armor?
mean guy. I'm sorry.
I
what
don't
was
think
that?
we have it. I don't think we have anything else.
Do you want to get the breastplate and plate mail copied before we head out? Just in case?
No.
I think we
I
have the ability
do not.
to +1.
What do you mean, Arvo said?
Nope.
You don't want me to
No.
roll my lucky D20s?
Nope.
There's only a
Gotcha.
5% chance of losing it forever.
I hold my half plate close.
Nope.
All right, remember, those are rentals. If you break it, you buy it.
Sure. I will leave a nice
Oh,
note for the
man.
raid team, thanking them for depositing such amazing gear in the armory. And then
The
I think
note.
It says get fucked.
There you go.
It says yoink.
Coraline goes
and
back.
then-
Yoink.
we'd find either Ozark or the Tyrant to learn what happened from the Aldrich family pendant, I think.
You will find Ozark. He appears in a cloud of smoke. Fire just pops from his fingertips. He greets you all. Welcome to my dark abode. You seek me out?
It's the Poe Ozark.
Yes. We recently gave the Tyrant the family pendant of Aldrich that we took from... my gosh, what was the little tyke's name?
Umbug.
Umbug, from Umbug.
Ah,
No, we
yes.
did not take it from Umbug. We took it
Young
from
Aldrich
Umbug.
is dead
He
neck.
is currently
True.
playing a warlock in our Thursday campaign.
Wait, what?
Wonderful.
What?
It's a game that he plays with Elga. Is she
That's
in town?
No, she's not.
Hmm.
She and her
Right.
brother are being deployed somewhere, which I cannot tell you.
But do you have a team that only goes out on Thursdays? This is something Sever asked.
No.
Why did you say that then?
What do you mean? I teleport
I'm not crazy,
Umbug
right?
back to Tulsa so that he can play in our campaign. I am the Warlock of the Cove, Ozark. I run the game in the library.
Oh, gotcha. You're just crazy. All right, no problem. Understood.
Spider Ozark disagrees. Anyway,
Spider noises.
what do you want? Oh, the brooch, the chain of authority, the Duke's proof that he is a Duke. What about it?
Yes, you know the chain we showed you and the tyrant when we first got it with the heads.
Yes. No. Yes.
What came of the tyrant snatching it and running away?
I have no idea.
I'm not surprised.
You think they bring me to the strategic meetings? That would last far too long.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Alright then, can we get on the docket to talk with the tyrant then?
If you wish. I will... And he just starts making noises and moving his fingertips next to his head. But he's not casting a spell. There's no way he is. Antoine. And then he, like, stops suddenly and is like, alright, I'll go tell him. And
After
starts
he
walking
leaves,
away.
I walk up to Redacted and I'm gonna say, Redacted,
Yeah, what's up?
the next time I ask to speak with an Ozark about anything, I want you to take that pike you're carrying and hit me over the back of the head with it.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll use the blunt side.
Yes, now I remember why we don't just go to the secret snack room right away.
You know, we could always just go straight to Ozark's lab in the basement.
Let's see how lucky you are. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I guess long rest,
No.
long rest for us again.
Alrighty. You will have a position on the 9th day to speak with the tyrant. You may want to belay that one. He is quite busy.
That's fine. Who can we talk to about the... Are we agreed that we're going to Destry to try to mess with Duke Aldrich's imposter then?
What
I'll
about
speak to the team.
Falzamalak? He was here before. Maybe he knows.
Yeah, we could
What
talk
if
to
the
him.
Destry situation is solved with the necklace already?
That's why we want to talk to the tyrant. But if that ends up being a dead quest, then we need to talk to somebody about it.
We should start moving, and Antro will ask the tyrant what's sending, maybe.
Well, Sever, you have an in with the tyrant. You're his late night buddy. You can
Talk
just...
all the time.
You're his
What?
son. Yeah.
Yeah, we just-
On a business level, the tyrant's super busy. I'm just gonna talk over Brood because I'm an asshole apparently. I'm so sorry. Please go on.
No, yeah, we talk all the time. Yesterday we talked about the constellations in the sky and like which ones were which, and then he showed me how to, like tie different knots, and I'm really good at tying the different knots now, and just close friendship things.
I whisper to Coraline, I think the frog's having hallucinations.
This is a Windsor knot.
It surprises you?
Not really.
Brood is just on his computer quickly looking up knots. On a business level, the tyrant is going to be super busy. He is incredibly pressed for time. However, Sever, you are technically his son. He will always make time for you, if you ask him.
My heart grows 3 sizes. Too bad it's dead. Yeah, sure. I'll just see if he has like just a minute to tell me what went on with it. Do I have to wait until nighttime or?
Yeah. That's when he's free. Your bloated, rotted heart will find its way closer and closer to where the tyrant currently is. He is in the courts while everyone's asleep. It is now the 5th when you find out what occurred. The tyrant looks at you. Sever, you're here, in my room, again. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to check in on you, and I had a question about the brooch that we brought back. Were we successful? Is the problem in Destry mostly resolved?
He puts down his dossier he was currently looking through, puts it by the nightstand where His bodyguard is sleeping beside on the bed, and looks to you and says, "Why, Sever, you did not hear? You and your team kept proof that Duke Aldrich is an imposter. We are now taking steps to fuck with the imposter. It will take time. You just gave us this necklace."
Okay, so then you don't want us to try and go and kill the imposter? I feel like that would be also good.
It could be, or it could just lead to more chaos. Who knows?
Okay. Let's see.
At this moment, it is of the least important objective. Destry is more or less becoming a lost cause. We are beginning to evacuate all civilians who wish to go. And inevitably we will be hoarding or taking everything of loot. Everything of worth as loot from the region.
Understood. How does that affect our relationship with Thorazor?
What do you mean?
Will Thorazor go to side with Destry if they need food, or they're happy with the food without the Zen? Okay,
Destry
cool.
is currently in massive political upheaval. There's no way for them to continue fucking around with Thorazor when a celestial creature, seemingly of the sun, appears. It's kind of a big deal, Sever.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't want to fuck with the sun anyway. I just have one more question then.
The only person we're really fucking over is Duke Grothel, but he seems like nonplussed by the whole situation. So
yeah, I thought he didn't really have many people left anyway. Like since that time, he like.
But he himself is
sending everyone.
Yeah, he's an individually powerful, like weird sorcerer warlock hybrid. So we wanted him to like stay on our side, but it is what it is.
Of course. Have you heard from Doverduke? Is he staying in Destry or?
I don't think so. We have his family now. So.
Oh, cool. Maybe we can put them up in somewhere nice, like the best hotel until they can find.
Yeah, the hostage suite, as we call it. It's where Thatch stayed before.
Oh, great. Yeah, he seemed like he was pretty happy with it, so that seems fine.
It's lovely.
I'll be sure to stop by and say hello to him then. Okay, cool.
Of course.
We'll do something else then. We'll kill someone else for you. What else do we got?
What a fine gift, I guess. It's kind of weird to say, but, you know, I'll take it.
Would you prefer we go check out Mula or another temple? I haven't been to a temple in a while.
Well, the Discovery team has already left with Irithyll to the World Pillar, so we'll see if that goes down. However, if you really want to help them out, which would be fantastic on their end, maybe you want to try mending a bridge. Maybe they'd actually see as you, like, stealing their, like, broaching their territory. But there is quite a far one away from Sanctuary. Over 2 mountain ranges or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So, that's on the literal other side of the continent, though, and I'm not sure if you're willing to do that.
I mean, I'd do anything for you, but I'll just put it up as an option for the rest of the team. We'll try and leave tomorrow. Do you want me to take any notes for you? I mean, 2 people who can't sleep is better than 1, right? I gesture to the stack of papers that he's working on.
No, these are classified, and although I trust you, I don't want an accidental slip-up, and then it gets to... We just had a massive security breach, thanks to Kushim. Did you hear about Kushim? You're a good bug friend.
I heard something about... they mentioned him in the... Someone said he's kill on sight?
Yeah, he's kill on sight. And he, like, wipes away something in his eye. Yeah, he's kill on sight.
But Kushim would... So one moment. And Sever turns away, he tries to gather his thoughts. He comes
the tyrant's just staring at your back the entire time.
Comes back. Okay, he's kill on sight. But if we were able to capture him, that would also be okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. All right.
Dead
sorry,
or
just,
alive with dead underscored, but alive not, you know?
Okay, cool. Just checking. All right.
Yeah.
Alive in quotes.
Thanks. I can't believe Kashin would betray us. He was the kindest of the Discovery team.
Maybe
the only
that's
one
why.
who didn't. Oh.
In hindsight. Putting
Yeah,
a soft
maybe he
soul onto a team of brutal murderers and killers and soldiers.
Yeah. And sort of like they did a lot of brain fuckery. Like they would do a lot of mental gymnastics to justify killing children. I remember that.
I do too. I do too. Remember when I yelled at you guys for that? That was fun.
I do remember that. I think you were more upset about ruining our situation in Destry than you were about the actual children.
Well, now Destry's gone up in smoke, he says, throwing his pen across the room. I can't really find myself getting mad at that.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Well, there goes all those vampire artifacts. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Nothing stopping us from going back in. It's just
not as important.
Yeah.
One day we'll go back.
We got we had like a massive opportunity. There was a silver lining to the whole whatever the hell that thing was appearing. Like, Fresnoth's dead. All of her loyal forces have moved to the province to go witness their new miracle, and that gave literally everyone time to escape. Like, none of the loyalists stayed behind. They all went there. Wouldn't you, if you found out that your god was real, and here is actual proof? Think about how much, like, conviction they have now. That must be insane.
Yeah, we're gonna be fighting a lot of zealots, aren't we? Okay,
sure
cool.
Are. Yeah.
Last thing, the children that were taken from Destry as hostages, not returned, right? Just...
What?
That's too much to hope for.
I mean, we'll try to reunite them with their families. Yeah, but...
Okay.
We're evacuating that whole area.
Okay.
There's going to be like 30,000 new people coming into Tulsa by the end of the month. Like,
we should make it bigger.
We're lowballing that estimate. Like, that's lowball.
Yeah, but that's great for us, right? Like, Tulsa gets bigger, more people, a big melting pot. Mm-hmm. Awesome. We can make room at the table. All right. All right. We'll just shoot this shit until daytime, and I can go to the...
He'll kind of, like, ask you to leave after, like, 30 minutes. Because even while he is not working, he's working, right?
Right.
He is a tool to be of use to his state, apparently.
We do our secret handshake, and we're just...
Yeah.
Orlean having snuck the bribe will go, Seven, don't forget to mention the Sky King Scion.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck. Now Corley knows where... Oh, I gotta move rooms again.
Oh, right. She's... Yeah, we're gonna have to move rooms again. But she's not wrong. We met, like, this Bogan guy, and we mentioned it, but apparently he's, like, the scion of the Sky King. I don't know what that means. It's just...
Yeah.
There's a bunch of scions around the world or something. So I guess we know where one of them is.
He nods. I don't know what that means,
yeah, that's what I thought.
To be honest. That's like a big Ozark thing, apparently. Celeste may have, like, interests, but nobody really likes Celeste. Let's be... I don't know what it is.
She's, like, really abrasive for no reason. Like, at least she follows orders.
Yeah. But... you know... She's had a hard life.
I guess, but, like, having a hard life doesn't justify what you do to other people. Anyway, this is another day. Tomorrow we'll talk shit about Celeste. All
okay,
right.
Cool.
I'll see you later.
I'll fit you in for lunch. He says as you leave, knowing that you guys are going to leave well before lunch. Okay. You make it back to where your late night team is dead tired, waiting for you to come back with information. Or in Coraline's case, right outside the door, because she followed you.
Hey, Coraline, you know you're not supposed to have access to the tyrant at any point, right?
Well, if I
It
could
just look-
trust you to mention what we want you to mention, I wouldn't need to be here. I
But-
left a message on our bulletin board. You didn't read it before coming to this meeting?
You guys always all right. Look, every night they wipe it, so whenever I go to the bulletin board, it's empty. That's not. How about wiping in the morning? How about that instead?
Don't you not sleep?
I'll wipe it for you. Yeah, I'll do it then. All right.
Yeah, sure. We'll let you do all the wiping.
Okay, cool.
Going
Awesome.
to a more meta
Anyway.
conversation.
What the fuck?
What are we wanting to do? It seems that Duke
Uh.
Aldrich is super low priority right now.
Mhm. And I mentioned that the Overduke is also like, so I don't have too big of a reason to go to Destry unless we really want to fuck around with vampire shit. And Sever's like, I'm fine with that.
Well, chasing down the potion maker would be nice. Do we care about the two little towns far away that are mushroom people now?
I
Yes.
think we do.
Thatch will stand up to that
Ariel
one
and Quelithor. Ariel and
as
Quelithor.
shotgun blast goes, because then the knees.
Oh, your knees.
Ah,
The whole room goes
And-
silent again.
that was my intention. And I will say, I feel like ignoring the mushroom people and the mushroom quest will be to our peril. We already know Mullah has been overtaken by it. We need information from there.
Yeah.
That being said, I know that the Olathane temples are also a priority. I'd be okay with going to either one of those, knowing the temples won't take very long. I don't want to do, and I don't want to have anything to do with the greater chemical because of, I'll look over at Redacted, because I believe there's a Fae involved. I don't want to deal with any Faes right now.
I'm just looking at the ceiling.
That's fair. I will say that the temple that is not currently being investigated is whistle, because I can't actually whistle in real life. Way on the other side of the continent. So
As a frog, you probably can't whistle either.
Well, Mullah and Ariel and Quoth are very far away as well. Whichever one we
Yeah.
commit to will take a lot of time.
Either way, we can't really get an airship over there easy.
Hmm. It's gonna be a long trip. So what's
Gonna
on
be
the way?
another Nevlatars.
So, do we vote then?
Yeah, let's vote.
Unless
I do
anybody
think
has
so.
any strong convictions, one way or the other.
I mean, if you feel it is important for you, Thatch, I'm willing to go. We already have some annoying person with a weird accent making potions for us. More would be better, but
Yeah, where are you, Mega?
I can hear right now.
Mommy's made a greater healing potion for your lunch.
But yeah, I'm ready to go.
It echoes through the halls.
Andrew,
Yeah,
you've been silent.
Like 2 a.m.
How do you feel?
She's screaming around.
I agree with the Ariel and Quelithor quest simply because that mushroom village or whatever we encountered was horrifying, and to know that Mullah has been enveloped by such a same thing, it's undisturbed. I'm disturbed by it. I think it's going to be a force majeure if we ignore it.
Is there such a thing as a mushroom elemental? Maybe you could find one for your island.
There you go.
Yeah, wasn't Bovor like a mushroom elemental?
About what?
Bovor. Big pig man we killed.
Oh, is that what he was?
He had a name?
It was a
I mean, he
spirit
just
being.
kept screaming Bovor. I just kind of assumed that was his name.
Oh.
Good assumption.
Redacted. Seva, any thoughts?
I'm partial to the temples just because I wiggle map in the air. We can navigate that pretty quick. But I'm also happy to go see what Mushroom Town is like.
There might be some nice things there because it's not very populated now. Maybe...
Meta information real quick. The temples are hidden in a mountain range. Redacted's map will more or less be able to immediately identify where they are as soon as you get 50, miles in there. Unless it's, like, scattered with other temples or, like, underground shrines or who knows.
And John will never do that.
He would never nerf the general's map.
Again. That is a clear advantage which you would have over the Discovery team.
Maybe they're still looking for their temple and we go there first.
We beat Earthil.
Sever's gonna say,
Imagine. Imagine
we might
on her
be able
face.
to.
Sever, you want to see the disappointment in her face.
Yes, 100%. Oh, damn it! Now I really want to do that. I was gonna say that we might also want to consider if we want to strengthen our forces or if we want to strike a blow against our enemies, because that seems like the two options ahead of us. The temples generally have ancient information, and this Mullah quest, or Quelithor, we're going to where our enemy is. So,
One of many.
One of many. And I'm all for striking back against our enemy.
Well, once we are
Guys,
in
vote.
Eretel, aren't we very close to where the other temple is? We could maybe go straight there.
It's on the other side of the world.
Ariel and
Aren't they-
Clothor is in the northeast. The temple is in the southeast. Way
Yes.
southeast.
Once we're far
Wait.
east, we're already east.
I seem to remember a
don't
tower with a dragon
Just go to-
statue nearby in the City of Blinding Lights.
I mean,
The
I don't
vault.
have to eat, so I don't mind long journeys. I don't know about you guys.
Do
I
the
mean,
milk
as long
run
as
around the
Patch is alive.
continent.
The milk one.
Milk run. The milk run around the continent.
Your goal is just to go to every quadrant of the map. So as soon as you get there, you go to Ugarest and you go back to Dol.
Yeah, I've never
What
been
was
to Maelstrom.
a race
I hear
around
they
the
have this
world?
very nice man that helps people be shorter.
Wait, what? Huh? Be shorter.
Sling chopper or whatever it was.
Oh.
Right. Thatch will say, all right, we've all said our piece.
We gotta vote.
Put in our vote. I will vote for Ariel and Clothor and Bula.
Yeah.
Quelithor. Mullah.
Alright.
All right.
We're going there. We might want to pack extra food.
Food, water, and
But there will be mushrooms there.
Yes, you can eat the mushrooms. I will eat the rations until at least a few weeks have passed.
I hold a ration over her head. You'll have to get it first.
You know, I have a backpack too.
With that being said, and your night now decided on where you want to take off, we are going to take our first break now. And when
Love
we
it.
come back, we will begin to do quick planning and probably talk to someone. And then, finally, we're going to take off. We'll see you guys here in a second. Woo! Hello, everyone. We're very much back. Very happy. But stop your wants, stop your needs. Because something is going to happen on the morning of the 5th. John inhales. Because there's a knocking on Coraline, Thatch's, and Sever's door. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Yes.
Each one is an Ozark, and they demand you follow them.
Oh shit.
This better be worth it,
okay.
Ozark.
It should. We're gonna find out.
All right.
The trancing, prancing, and dancing Ozark lead you to none other than... Oh, what's her name? What's Sever? Sever, what's your friend's name? Just Meza. Just Meza,
Oh, yeah.
and the most sane-looking Ozark you've ever seen. For he is dressed in a regular, just black and silk robe. He doesn't even have those stupid fucking glasses on. They're in his, front pocket right now. And he is combed his raggedy mess of a hair. This Dumbledore mixed with Gandalf-looking wizard. Greet you all. Your trash can has been prepared right next to the court's exit. For dawn is coming. And Just Meza says, Sever, would you mind hopping in? We're going to carry you.
Oh, okay, sure. If it gets too much, you can also roll me. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna die.
We're not going to roll you. That seems far too humorous for a person who deserves respect, such as yourself.
God, I love you so much. Sorry, I high-five her.
You high-five her, she high-fives you.
I
Her
hop
skin
into
is
the
cold,
trash
just
can.
like your own. You hop into
Oh,
a trash
dear.
can, they seal you up. And finally, Ozark casts Levitate on it, and he will be maintaining concentration on that as Meza hoists you as though she's super powerful, and will walk the trash can outside the court into the dawn of Tulsa Day.
Coraline.
Sane Ozark looks at Thatch and Coraline and says, well, would you please kindly follow me?
All
This
right.
Ozark I'll follow.
Perfect. He will walk you straight to the pier, where no airship is, and then he will shove you both off of it, casting Featherfall, and then he himself will fly, and then hold onto you, and pull you all rather quickly. You will slingshot more or less across the entire city of Tulsa. It will be a very weird, scary thing, especially the initial, oh, fuck! Thatcher trust is immediately betrayed and then proves to be worth something, I guess.
Harley's actually enjoying it.
Yeah, this imitation of flight is rather weird, especially when, Ozark clearly casts reverse gravity on all three of you to get more elevation. Sever, you enjoy a nice little push walk. Meza taking you by train. You will hear the monorails engine and hum. The morning cascade of people just, commuting around the city. Being like, hey, what's the deal with the trash can? Every, 15 seconds. And Mesa's just, talking to random strangers. Hi, yeah, and it's a thing. It's like, it doesn't smell like garbage. It smells like a dead person. And, she's like, what can you do? And eventually, you all floating, flying, and being transported across the city will wind up in the Wharf District at the southern side of the city, traversing 30 miles in less than 30 minutes.
Ooh, this is kind of scary, just Meza.
Don't worry,
a
I'm
big fan
not.
of the ocean.
She slaps the metal. We're not even close to a harbor. Calm down. It's still 3 miles away.
Okay.
Thatch, Coraline, and Ozark flying through the sky. No one will ever look up or question you. You will just enjoy the 30-minute flight as the natural wind and the salt air strike against your face. It's almost impossible to communicate here, just with how much noise is going on with the wind. But, you know, once you land and get closer and, like, hit the top of a warehouse, Ozark will lower you all down with one final feather fall, where you can kind of communicate. He's right behind you. Is there anything you two specifically want to talk about or share?
Wasn't crazy about pushing us off the edge, but I have to say, you're my favorite Ozark now. We should do that again.
No.
That says nothing, but he's thinking really hard that the next time I go to Thorazor, I have to get my hands on a goddamn parachute.
One that works.
Probably
Ozark
standard issue for us.
hits the ground just in time for Meza to round the street corner and walk the last 300 or so feet to this warehouse you're at. It is currently empty. You see no signs of people. It looks abandoned, but like when you look at the windows, they've been like reinforced with like metal like slabs or just sheets of metal. It looks rather fortified, and Coraline, your immediate rogue instincts is like, how would I break into this place? And you realize it would take like a DC 25 check to break into any angle you're looking at. This is
Really?
almost like a stronghold.
You know, there's that window over there.
Yeah. When Meza finally reaches you guys in the shaded alleyway, she will pop. Well, she can't pop it. She'll say, Revik, come on out. We're in shade. We're good.
Revik.
I pick it up and I sort of like not levitate out, but like very smoothly rise up out of the can.
Yeah. This 5.5 foot tall frog vampire.
6 foot.
6 foot steps awkwardly out of the 3 foot trash can. Can we just talk about like how you're sitting down? Are you like ass first, knees and chest, or are you like what's the position?
Frog crouch. Frog.
Oh, okay. You're just frog crouched down. God, that must be so uncomfortable, perpetually squatting in a trash can.
I'm used to it.
It's also larger inside than it is outside.
No, it's not. I promise you, it's not. It's just a shitty aluminum cylinder.
His bones are growing
Oh.
like slightly curved.
The methods
I
you
just turn
go.
into a sludge.
Yeah. You pop out. The dawn hasn't truly like it's not like it's still in that like blue twilight, just about to go away as the sun comes up in the east. But you guys walk into the warehouse, which Ozark seems to just like knock knock, and he he looks back at you, get it, and the door just flies open.
And
And
have
here-
the thieves' tools out. Oh, let me put them away.
And here you see a warehouse interior. Awkwardly, it's empty, though there is signs of like people living in it. Clearly in the loft, there's like a small like office that has like a full furnished room and bed in it. Almost gosh, as if some cheesy pirate lives here. They close the door. Meza does. Ozark may be casting Wizard Lock on it, but in the center of the warehouse, your eyes are drawn. In full ornament is a shrine. A strange-looking marble white stone pillar that sticks up maybe like 3.5 feet from the ground. It is on a base of marble that has like tiles set in weird prismatic colors, as well as like weird arcane variations. And this pillar ends with like a clear book-like recess where it's like a big V, and then you see like a smaller V under it, sort of growing out of the obelisk. The
Can I
book
look at it
that
with
yeah,
vamp vision, like heat
it's
Is it-
just stone.
putting off.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's cold, or does stone retain heat? I think it doesn't normally.
Depends on the sun, probably.
Yeah. So here in the shaded, almost refrigerated warehouse, it is quite cool. But this recess, this big V that could easily fit a book, does so as Ozark busts out a tome, slaps it down, and it unfurls almost naturally. John has allergies, so he's gonna blow his nose real quick. So why don't you guys roleplay?
Cool
Nice warehouse.
Horse noises.
We should make this our new headquarters.
It's quite fortified.
It's pretty close to the ocean, though. Not a huge fan of that. There's probably better places than Tulst.
Well, the ocean is a good thing to be close to. It keeps your sinuses clear, and you get that nice sea smell. And if you want fish, they're right over there.
Sorry about that.
Those are all probably great for people. So why? Can I turn to just message at this point to the shrine? Like, you guys brought a shrine here?
We wanted to experiment. This is built by the raid team. They have found a ritual. And unfortunately, wizards such as myself and Ozark cannot operate it. Which is highly unfortunate. However, JC, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just moving my standing desk up.
Oh, okay. I saw you just disappear from... I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, no.
Very good. Very good.
You look at Meza as Ozark busts out some gems. They look expensive. And I will share with you the Afterthought spell, which the raid team beautifully unlocked for the entirety of the raid forces, not just themselves. Meza will explain that upon giving an offering to a bull, which is, you find in the bottom V of this obelisk, a material component at least worth 500 GP of gold pieces, you can see a vision of a past. That is what it supposedly does. However, it does not work on wizards, and we would like to test this before we just give free reign to, well, anyone who has access to this building. If the test, you all being the test subjects, prove successful, well, it should be safe for use. If it's not successful, it could be a danger and a liability, and we should probably destroy it. We're not telling the raid team since they're currently out. But, they seem really hyped to get the spell going, and spent like 2,000 gold on all the furnishings here. So...
They chose those colors?
I know.
It seems
right?
nice, but it feels like there's a weighty something that's missing from that corner over there. Like,
Yeah.
1,500 pounds or of metal or something?
1680 or so? Yeah, I agree. They just have so many empty pallets, right?
This vision, is it of anything in particular? Of ourselves? Of the world?
Yes. You must have... John's gonna link the spell. How about that? He will do it in the secret Discord channel, which is also called the Discord channel, also called the Saturday Chat hidden channel in the Discord server. Boom! It is a lot to read, which sucks for wizards. But, you're not wizards, so this could be something cool. Ozark has some ideas of testing this.
An item related to the event.
Yes, and Ozark pulls out a piece of bread, a scimitar, as well as nothing. He only has 2 hands.
Bread?
And he asks, who wants to go first?
It should probably be someone who actually lives and breathes, in case being a vampire messes up the spell.
It should be probably somebody who, if they die again, doesn't matter. And she pushes several.
The success of the spell, though, Coraline, and I kind of yank her, like, push her.
You always test new medical stuff on corpses. Push the vampire forward.
I will go first. Thatch steps forward.
Ozark
Coraline
hands
and
you
Daphne.
a piece of sliced bread. It looks like it has been taken a bite out of already. And Ozark says, I want you to put this gem and this piece of bread in the bowl, and I want you to ask it. Channel the spell. I know you're not a spellcaster, but there maybe will be a prompt in your mind where you'll get a weird chill through your spinal column. I'm not sure how this will work since I can't interact with this. I want you to ask, who was the last person to eat this?
A faceless.
Thatch is already chewing on it.
I'm not saying you gave somebody from Thor's or a slice of bread. Bad idea. I will walk up to the bowl. I will first place the gem inside, and then the piece of bread. And I will grip the edges of the bowl. Or is there a tome there as well, you said?
There's a tome resting above it. This is a weird-looking
Sure.
construction. Yeah.
I've got a vision in my head for it. All right, so I'll place the bread and the gem in the bowl. I will grab onto the tome, and I will ask, who was the last person to eat this bread?
Immediately, you all, except for Thatch, get to watch the book glow a bright, vibrant red. For Thatch, your vision blacks out, and immediately, as though you are in a different place at a different time, it's now nighttime somewhere. You're in the Tyrant's Court, and there is an Ozark simulacrum eating a piece of bread in front of the Ozark before who just handed you this piece of bread. And the last words that you hear before the vision immediately ends is, do I really need to eat bread? I don't even have a digestive system. This is kind of weird. And then it just cuts out. And Ozark, standing kind of beside you, kind of behind you, looking over your shoulder at the light where it came from, which you never even registered, looks at you. Well, who did it?
Well, I saw a vision, and one of the far more whinier Ozark simulacrums was eating the bread.
Yes, bitch
you were there.
Ozark.
Bitch Ozark.
Yes. One of two.
So which one was this? Was this whiny bitch Ozark or just bitch Ozark?
Who knows? And he thanks you for your time. Interesting. Who wants to fuck with the scimitar? Ooh. He starts waving the sword as though he's not
What was the
trained
third
at
thing?
all. He
Nothing.
didn't say.
Because
Nothing,
he
yeah.
has only 2 hands.
Oh.
I'll walk over, clap both Coraline and Sever on the shoulder, but it's fine. Doesn't even hurt. Go for it.
I also have spells. Will that be a problem? They're
No.
in common with what the wizard does.
You're not a wizard. How dare you?
But they're kind of like a wizard spells.
No. Oh fuck, who did we
Whoa.
lose?
Alden's power went
Alden.
out. But Alden
my-
is back.
Oh wow. Jesus.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Hello?
Hey bud.
Yeah, I don't have power at the moment, so we're working off a hotspot, and I'm gonna be in darkness.
How fucking
What's that, man?
foreboding is that? That is beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh, this is the
okay.
second weekend in a row. I didn't have power for 2 days last week.
What the fuck?
Sucks, man.
The most powerful military. in the
Military
world, folks.
grade.
Most
Nice.
powerful in the world.
Yep. It's because we cut costs. We have more of it. Okay.
Hey, Sever. Hey,
Yep.
Sever. Is that what it looks like inside the trash can?
Mostly, yeah. The
I'm coming live from Sever's trash can.
yeah, sure. Do you want me to take that sword and test it out again? I asked the Ozark simulacrum.
Sure, of course. Come.
Okay. I take the gem and the sword, and not the extra sword piece, just like
Mhm.
the shattered part. And I'll walk up to the thing.
Yeah, it's a little
I'll put it in
offering
the
bowl.
bowl. Yeah, I'll put it in the bowl. Put my hands on the book.
I want you to ask, who broke this blade?
Who broke this blade? And I guess he closes his eyes. Magic, 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 magic.
Magic, 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 you say. You watch as the book begins to oscillate colors before you, Sever. It is a strange show of light, and everyone else is also seeing the same color show as he's just torn at, well, not torn at, but like awash with all these glowing, gleaming colors. And after a second or two, Sever, you are in a workshop. And rather than seeing the blade being broken, you see it being forged by what appears to be some Ulatheans. You don't know where they are, you don't know who they are, but the broken scimitar hilt or handle that you put in the bowl is currently just being shoved onto a hot piece of iron. And then the tang that is currently extended is being hammered down and off to form the last bit of the sword.
So
Yeah.
this is just formed. It's not shattering at all. It's just
No, it's doing the complete opposite of what you asked. And as you reel back, the vision suddenly just going black, and you blink and look at your companions. They have spent like 2 minutes watching you. For you, it was only like 13 seconds or so, but you have just been standing in this book. And Ozark looks at you, as he, like Thatch before you, was hovering over your shoulder.
the
What do you
sword.
see?
It's a Ulathan sword.
Yes. It is. How'd you know?
I saw Ulathans forging it, creating this sword, like placing it into the flames and hammering onto it. I don't know how it broke, but
He nods. I see. But one of the, not warnings, but messages of the spell after translation is that if the offering is insufficient, or the podium doesn't like you apparently, it may increase the chance of getting the wrong vision. This is good to know, that it was not kidding. And he looks to Coraline. Well then, Coraline, I have no other things that I know for facts are a thing. So why don't you give us an event, a time, that only you know, and tell me how accurate it is.
Just think of an event and
Something of your life, or in your life, or something you yourself are tied to.
at that she kind of freezes a little bit. All right. She'll take whatever the component is, put it in the bowl, and she'll take a few deep breaths and go.
You're the component.
Huh?
You are the
The gem.
component.
What?
What?
I didn't understand what you said.
You are the component, Coraline.
I'm the component.
You are a component now. Congratulations, you've been upgraded.
But I thought you have to put 500 gold pieces.
Well, that too, yeah. That's just the cost of doing business.
All right. So I guess I'll put my hand in the bowl
It feels warm.
and think about the night that her ship sank.
Ooh, okay. When you were but a humble fish elf?
Yes, a legitimate merchant sailor.
Once more, you peer into the book, or peer into the light that suddenly transpires. this greenish swathe washes over your face and then turns into an iridescent blue. It is a beautiful, stunning show of light, and as you blink, your eyes closed, you are standing on a cliffside, watching the ocean. The sun is setting in the west, so the light of green has sort of transformed into a light of orange. Twilight is clearly behind you, and you watch the ocean. It is beautiful. It is ever expansive. It goes forever. And you can't help but let out a wishful sigh. And you hear upon the wind a voice call out to you, Coraline. This is what you really wanted to see. And then it closes. The vision abruptly ends as if it cuts off. Darkness lasts for a solid 2 seconds, and then you realize your eyes are just closed, and you open them once more. And look at Ozark, and he asks you, what'd you see? Was it what you wanted it to show? Was it a boat?
No, there was no boat. I was just looking at a nice calm ocean. Made nothing like the vision at all. Nothing like the day at all.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we know it affects you. And he slaps you on the back as if that was an objective all of itself. And looks to Meza, and she's like, is it safe? Can we allow people to use this? And Ozark looks at you three.
Didn't harm me, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, no physical abnormalities, I see. I don't detect any weird thoughts or presences sneaking around inside your skulls. Unlike Jerome's or any other sort of miserable eldritch abomination. His eyes slowly turning to Coraline, but then back to everybody else. Okay. Well then, thank you all so much for your assistance. I know you have a busy day ahead of you, preparing for adventure and missions and wealth and power. Okay, we're done here. And Ozark, quick. Yes.
What if you ask it something that you maybe haven't seen but you know about?
I
don't happen to have any more of those gems on hand, do you?
Buddy, I'm made of this stuff. And he literally, like, pulls a gem out of, like, field of view. He's just doing sleight of hand, but he's just like, it's like, oh, there's one behind your ears and through your nose. Look at me. And he's just, like, has 500 GP gems in his fingers.
That's
Will you
kind
allow
of
me
sees
to test
Coraline's hand go like, no.
Will you
It'll
allow me to
cost
test
you.
something then? It'll cost me
Do
what?
you have 500 GP?
I might have 500 GP, but aren't we testing the limits of your shrine?
No, this
There's
was
things you want
Tyrant.
to know?
Tyrant wanted to do this. He paid out of his own pocket. My services are never free, unfortunately. Magic requires a cost.
So does knowledge, apparently.
Sure. Anyway, have fun. Get out. Shoo, be gone. Meza, take Sever home. She's like, can you cast the levitation spell? And he's like, can you roll me a persuasion check? And Meza does. Rolling a natural 9. She's like, you have
I get rid
magic.
of
You're not
magic.
doing anything, Meza. Go practice your second level spells. And she's like, fuck, he's got me there. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Would there
you want
be
to
a
know?
time when, while we're going out, that Coraline would have time to stuff a little piece of rations in the hole where the door latch is to kind of make it easier to break into later?
Not if it will be plain as day to all observers if you do that. This is like a barred warehouse door, not a lock and key, and this is a pain to get into, regardless of if you stuff bread or meat inside of a lock.
In that case, I'll cast my invisible mage hand and then just use it to kind of brush my hair back, and then start walking out the door, having the hand go up to kind of unlatch one of the windows.
Okay. Roll me in a check relating to this. It's not sleight of hand. You're not trying to sneak anything. This is a mastery of a spell. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
What about like
terrible at
dexterity arcana?
But
No.
mage hands are arcane trickster things.
True. Give me an Arcana check, please. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can totally, like, throw the hand up there, 30 feet, towards a very top warehouse window, and fuck with the locking mechanism, and you're like, okay, Meza pushing... Well, Meza's distracted, and Ozark doesn't really care. So, no one seems to spot you doing this. Even though Ozark does have true vision, and he would totally see your mage hand, no matter what. Whether they care or not is another deal. Okay. You all can leave. Meza will levitate Sever's trash can, and you'll all have an awkward monorail ride back to the Tyrant's Court, I guess.
While
so
we're
much fun on
riding
the
back,
way. Yeah.
go ahead, JC.
I was just saying it's so much fun on the way here.
While we're riding back, I think I would ask just Meza, what is the easiest way for us to get to Moolah?
Moolah. Probably go to Destry, get an armored personnel carrier or some kind of vehicle, stack with fuel, and then go all over land. Because airships can't go there. Nevator's, in Normal City, doesn't have a true airship station.
Can we stop and resupply at Normal City, or is that out of the way?
Once in I don't know now, but supposedly you could have back in the day. Maybe it's different. As far as we know, it's not even truly on the map anymore.
Could we not fly over and jump out like we always do?
And just
There's
be
no one that'll fly us.
on, like, that'll take you 500 miles away from Destry, and then you're on foot.
Rather have the armored personnel carrier and then drive it back when we want to return.
Do any of you
We
know
get-
how to
yeah.
drive a piece of modern
Coraline, you know,
technology?
A ship. You had a ship. It's like the same thing, right, Coraline?
One guy's like, the trash can talked!
Oh, come on. We live in a magic world. Get used to it.
It's like, oh shit.
I can sail a ship. Is APC much different than that?
I'm pretty sure they're going to ban you immediately from the driver's seat, Coraline.
I have proficiency in land vehicles. Does that give me...
That would do it.
ability- That would do it? Then yes, I can drive an APC.
Cool.
We
Okay.
should take a boat one time so I can use my proficiency.
Yeah, just as soon as we get rid of the water-hating vampire from our party.
See you later, Brood.
We had
Aw.
a boat.
No boat.
It was
Don't worry, we'll get him
Antoine's
killed eventually.
sunset boat.
The way
One
things
day-
are going, yes.
Yeah.
You all can head back to, well, you three can head back to the Tyrant's Court, where Antoine and Redacted have kind of just been left on their own in the early morning. Eventually, staring awkwardly in the darkness, apparently, for Redacted.
Yep.
Save all the juice you can, I guess. You will... plot? What's the deal? What are you guys doing now?
We gotta take a plane to Thorazor and get that land vehicle. Right?
That's true.
So,
To Destry.
Yep.
Destiny. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Well, we should take some money with us. Not too much, but if we're gonna be restocking on fuel.
I've got quite a few gems.
Yeah, I still have
1,800 gold piece gems.
I have 1,000 GP gem on me.
Did we get
Yeah,
paid our
so
toll
they
bucks
look-
recently?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
have
that's
60
a
toll
fact.
bucks.
Can we buy gasoline here with toll spucks and take it? God.
You'll want to get it at Destry.
Okay.
It's
This
cheaper.
isn't a civilian truck.
Gotcha.
How much can the APC carry?
A lot of stuff. I don't have it on hand. Well, I could search for it. But why don't we get there first? How about that?
Okay.
Before we
Love
start
it.
asking questions.
Well,
Then,
are we leaving that day?
It's up to you guys. It is the 5th of summer's harvest.
you have something you need to do before we leave?
No, not really. Did you have something to do before we leave?
No.
You seem
But-
to have a question to ask.
I was going to try to gather some information on the investor,
Mm.
who is the demi-human that was working with Duke Aldrich. I was going to maybe ask the shrine if it could show me the time when the investor and Aldrich met. But I only have a partial relation to that. And if Ozark was going to give me a free gem to test it out, I was going to do it. But I doubt it was going to work.
I mean,
You would think in the name of science, the Lich Wizard would give me free shit, but Ozark's an asshole.
well, we still got over 1.25 bathtubs worth of gold in our vault. We could sneak back in tonight. Maybe ask a few questions.
You think it's worth it?
Do you
Part of me
tell
feels we're gonna-
all- Do you tell Antoine and redacted this at all? This morning's events? Or do you guys keep this on the down low?
Yeah, I guess we'll tell them about what happened at the shrine.
Yeah. And
Okay,
tell
so
them
this
that
is like a meeting now, a team meeting.
yes.
Well, this conversation would be just with Thatch for now,
Okay.
depending on how he reacts.
I don't think it's worth it in this instance. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of it. But we definitely should go back there when we have better questions to ask at a later date.
I'm just saying because there's a window that seemed to be unlocked this time. Otherwise, it seemed to be quite well guarded.
What are you thinking, Coraline?
You know, we go into the shrine. We don't touch anything. We don't break anything. It's not a, we just go play with the shrine, which is apparently Toll's property because it's the raid teams, which is Toll's property.
In the raid team's warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap the +1 plate mail that I have in my chest. Be like, I'm
You
not
can leave
going.
them You can leave them a personal thank you.
I already did.
You don't want to go?
I'm not going. I'll clap you on the shoulder and then walk away.
Right.
Okay.
The team reconvenes. Are we staying an extra day in Tulsa to
No. we gotta
gather
go.
supplies?
I'm pretty sure the next airship to Destry is tomorrow. we just missed the last one. I just checked at the airship terminal. It's unfortunate.
You hear from the trash can. Are you sure? Maybe someone should go check. Sometimes they have delayed flights.
Do you doubt me, Seba? I'm hurt.
I mean, they have late flights. They've done because sometimes I'm not in a trash can when I go on the plane.
I mean, I was very thorough. I talked to the ticket master. I talked to several captains. I don't know what more I could have done. I mean, yes, of course. Go check if you need to. I guess I can't be trusted to do such a simple errand.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Aren't they doing constant back and forths right now to evacuate people?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so
No, I say
we
that to
should
the
be able
group.
to.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah,
is
that's a
true.
good point.
It's hard to,
We should just catch the next one that's heading that direction.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
Hard
the
to
next
say
one
we
is
got
tomorrow
rejected
morning.
too.
Antoine, do you want to weigh in?
Besides, we need to buy some supplies to bring there. We don't know what they have at Destry.
I'd say it's gonna be a long trip either way. Probably should stock up as much as you need. If Corleen wants something, she definitely
All right.
should get it.
Coraline, does that take you aback a little? The conviction he had just now?
Like, I get that Temer, obviously Temer knows that Corleen is bullshitting. I'm wondering if Corleen knows that Antoine knows that she's bullshitting.
Well.
No, sure, go with it. I just think it'd be safer. You never know. They might have, with all the refugees, they might be out of rope, they might be out of food. We definitely need a couple of large wells, field wells, for the car. So,
Okay.
let's go shopping, and good night's rest, and out tomorrow.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Who's getting what?
Redacted, how about you go get the food? That's pretty heavy. Sever, it's daytime. Stay in your trash can. Satch, maybe if we need any special tools, if we have the space, maybe get one of those battering rams for the doors.
Hey, John.
Hey.
I want to use my cape
Okay.
on Coraline.
You want to use your cape on Coraline?
Yep.
What's this cape?
Roll me
This is
a
completely
1d8 if you can. I don't know if you're in roll 20.
I am.
Okay. That is a question mark, not a slash.
Yeah, I see it. Look, I can't see anything right now.
Oh shit, you're there! I thought your camera was covered.
No.
Damn.
Hey, Coraline.
Yeah.
What? In a hypothetical situation, would you ever, indirectly or directly try to harm Redacted?
He has to roll he just gets advantage on an insight check for that.
Why
right?
don't you message me the answer and then he can do his insight check?
Okay, I will do that right now.
I really wanted to see. I wanted the trick one.
Can you,
Number 8.
can you give me the, insight check, please, from your character sheet, sir?
Yes.
I'm looking for a yes or no here. There we go. Okay. You know, your eyes goes a little bit wide, Mr. Redacted, excuse me. You brush the hair out of your face a little bit as you really get a good look. And you just you feel the cloak around you tighten kind of snugly and securely. And then your words just come out. You wouldn't harm me. You say this aloud. Yeah.
No, of course not. Why would you even need to say that?
Oh, no reason.
Very odd.
Anyway, you guys can go and gather your crates of food. You will need barrels of water. Dibs will not cut it here. The journey rocking on the APC you'll need to get a lot of stuff from Destry itself, and water will be that as well. Because
Okay.
yeah, they're not just gonna bring you, they're not gonna carry your fucking water for you. It's just a pain in the ass.
How hard is it to scrounge up water in the wilderness around there? Can we talk to somebody that knows the area a little bit? If
You
it's
know
a
that
desert
it is-
place.
Sever's
is
a
a-
ranger.
It is a grasslands. You will have a river to cross, and then it will just be straight grasslands for 300, 400, 600 miles or something to Ariel and Quelithor. Fuel will be another big thing as well, but hopefully there's enough industry that they can spare for a round trip.
Yeah, I guess we'll pack it with enough fuel for, I don't know, 20% margin of error for a round trip, and then the rest will be mostly water with
We'll get to
Freeze
Destry
crash,
when we
20
do
days
that.
of food, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Nighttime comes.
So that night,
Yeah. Coraline. Let's
Coraline will
see
sneak
it.
back to the warehouse.
Cool. Sever, you are aware when Coraline leaves. You just feel this tugging in your mind as soon as, like, Coraline steps out of the Tyrant's Court.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
I want to follow that. Do I know that it's Coraline, or I just feel that weird tugging on?
No, you
my
know
mind?
it's Coraline. You had, like, you closed your eyes for, like, 1 second, and then you just felt and saw an image of Coraline stepping out of the Tyrant's Court.
I want to follow her, and I want to follow her stealthily. Can I
Perfect.
try?
Go for it. You are a vampire of the night. Why don't you take advantage on the stealth check?
Woo! Let's see.
You're still going to
Come
roll
on,
2
2
ones. 2 ones.
It's not the only
no
way I can
way.
I'll see you.
Ooh.
Coraline, you sneak off into the night, rushing to the warehouse to get your job done, unaware that Sever is stalking you. With his predator vision, he will always be able, well, not always, but mostly be able to see you, tracking your blood, as it were. And also this weird psychic link he may or may not have developed on you when you weren't paying attention. Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Anyway, you make it to the warehouse. It is unlocked, currently. There may or may not be a sleeping sky pirate in there, but who cares?
Well, I'll try to be quiet. Like, I'll try to go there sneakily from a couple blocks back, just so people around there don't see me, and then try to stay as quiet as I can as I go inside.
Oh. You're good.
And do I see a sky pirate sleeping?
No, the lights are out currently. You'd have to literally go into this loft room area to figure it out. But you scale the building, no problem. You fall down into the room like a ghost. This warehouse is mostly empty. The raid team's stuff is not currently here.
Before I go in, I will cast Disguise Self to look like Sever.
Nice.
And then, and then I will go in case there's anybody that sees me.
Cool. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Climb, bro.
Okay. 21.
You see no one. Sever, you watch Coraline, like, moving and looking around the room to see if anyone spotted her, dressed as you, through the illusion. Which I don't think you recognize since you're in Predator mode right now. So you just will always see her, like, interior until she truly transforms herself through, like, transmutation.
Well, if he sees me cast the illusion, he knows it's an illusion, so he can see through it regardless.
Okay, cool. You look at Coraline doing...
She's going to take out 5 of those 100 gold piece gems and put them in the bowl, and then put her hand in the bowl and then activate the altar like she did when the when they were there before. Let me just take those off.
Coraline pushes a hand.
Are you going to secretly tell me your message so that I can then describe it? And if you fail, you will still see something, but your players won't know the question.
I mean, I don't mind if the players know.
Okay. Then go for it. Tell us your secrets.
I think we're decently good. I'm actually going to concentrate on the voice that talked to me during the vision.
Okay.
The one I just had. So, because I didn't recognize that voice before, right?
No.
So I'll think back to that time, and maybe through my mind will be some questions going like, "Who are you? What do you mean? This is what I really want to see. That kind of stuff.
I love my guys so much. They're such great storytellers.
Natural one. I blow up.
It was a natural one, yes.
No more
You do
hand.
not blow up. Something worse happens to you, Coraline.
I don't turn into Sever for real, do I?
Sever, you watch as the stone, the obelisk that Coraline is standing in front of, bursts into light and life and just heat. You are surprised by the amount of heat, and as you blink your eyes, your weird filament goes away, and you see into the interior of the room. Coraline falls onto her ass and then to her side and is splayed out on the ground.
Did this make any noise? Or because I think there's a sleeping parrot, right?
The light, notoriously, does not make noise, since it is
Okay,
light.
cool. Awesome. Okay. I will clamber down and take the new hempen rope I have, and I'll tie her up while she's unconscious.
Perfect.
Alright.
Not even seeing
God.
the illusion, well, seeing through the illusion of you. You tie up Coraline with 50 feet of rope. Oh man, that's like a mummy level. You.
I've got 100 feet, but
Oh shit! I could keep a boat anchored. Coraline, in your vision, you just see light. You were blinded by this deep, dark crimson red, and then it turns to black. And in your mind, you begin to hear a faint laughing sound. Oh, it is terrible. It is wretched. It is horrible sounding. As though you have just fallen for a trap this creature has made for you.
ignore it.
Good job, dog. Protect it. Protect your home. Coraline, you blink. And you are in a terrible, dark hallway. It is made of colorless stone. Since you have dark vision, you can see down here just a little bit. But it's awful. You smell the dust, you smell the air. It is stagnant, it is rank. It is as though you are buried underground somewhere in a tunnel. You have two walls, left and right. You look behind you, it is a dark void. You look in front of you, it's an even darker void. You did not realize it gets so dark.
Do I have my weapons, my equipment?
No.
No? Okay.
No way. You're alone. You feel smaller, too, which is weird. You feel physically shorter.
I'll kind of look at my hands, my arms, see if there's anything changed, because I've been here before.
No, you haven't.
No, I mean, I've been in a dream where stuff has changed.
Oh. Then yes. Things have changed indeed. Your hands are disproportionately smaller. You look at your legs. They are much, much smaller. You look at your arms and elbows and hair. Your hair is a little bit longer. A little bit wifty, wavier. I think Coraline has short hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like shoulder or so.
You're small. Some would
Uh,
call you
Coraline
small.
starts to panic a little bit, but she doesn't feel trapped yet because there's no walls, front back. So I guess she'll start creeping forward, trying to be silent.
Yeah. You creep forward. And you keep walking forward into the darkness. Into this labyrinth which twists and goes further into a maze of who knows what or where. all this while, you feel something watching you. As though someone is, like, right above your shoulder, about to touch you. And you know, turn around every now and then and look back, and no one's there, of course. But still, you feel that weird, malicious joy of laughter just chasing after you. It's an awful sensation.
Show yourself. No response?
No.
Coraline will start running forward.
You start to jog and then sprint. Your little legs not carrying you nearly as far as you would as a adult elf. You rush forward, feeling that same heavy, pervasive feeling of being chased now. As though when you sped up, so did it. And you feel there's something right behind you about to just snatch you away forever. Coraline, what do you do?
She'll stomp on her foot, pivot around to try to catch what's behind her, and just swing wildly where in front of her.
You swing, and again you hear that mocking laughter. Now it is loud.
She'll start yelling, Who are you? What are you doing? Where am I?
The voice, the same voice, now very cruel sounding, almost as if she is truly enjoying a game, calls out to you.
Sorry, is this the same voice I heard in the first vision?
Yes.
And it's a female voice?
It is a female voice. You can now clearly make tell. You've heard it laughing all this time. It calls out to you, mocking so joyfully, Coraline. I am what you seek. Keep going, lest something catch up.
I don't like dark places. I don't seek this. But she'll take off sprinting.
You continue to run, that pervasive feeling of being hounded by an invisible, terrible threat that you know if it catches you, you will die immediately. It is not just simple death of wretchedly being torn apart or pierced or cut or bled. It is obliteration behind you. It is nothingness. It is being forgotten forever by all who know and love you. That is what is chasing you. You feel in your heart this truth. And running down the seemingly endless corridor, jumping to your left, there's not a fork in sight. You are just running in a zigzag pattern you can't even hope to make out. You will run into a straight line, and you will see it. Just 60 feet away, the outline of a door. Burning with light, burning with life, there it stands.
She'll run right up to the door and just hesitate before opening it and look back behind her again.
You do not see the hallway, not even 20 feet away from you. It is a pitch dark void forever and ever. Every step you have run has vanished behind you, and it is approaching. 5, 4, 3.
She'll go through the door.
You go through the door. The darkness, this laughing, maniacal laughter, follows you for a second, and then as it slams shut, the light behind you seems to keep it at bay. And you close the door, press it against your body. There's not a knock. There's no explosive blowback of you getting knocked as some terrible force blows it open. It's almost unsettling how peaceful it is now. And as you turn around, looking for a source of light, you will begin to hear noise once more. The crackling of a flame. And you are in some kind of hall? Like a, not hallway, but a great big room where many people perhaps once sat at. There is a circular table, low-set chairs made of stone and silver and gold and iron and steel. All sorts of stuff. Metallics. It is short, but so are you, so it looks normal in terms of, like, perspective. And you look to the fire, this great big hearth, where it just stretches on and is super wide, and coals are just burning and setting up heat, and there's a great big flame in the middle that's just geysering out of the coals. It's falling flames lighting what soon dies.
Can I grab anything that I can use as a club, like a silver candlestick or something?
You run up to the first thing you find. It's a cup. Just a goblet. You have it in your hands. It's basically a mace, right? You feel small though when you like run to this table. Like as soon as you get closer, it gets bigger a little bit, and you're like you have to jump up onto the ledge and pull yourself up. This table that seems to be for like shorter people, simultaneously being for creatures like giants.
After I get my cup weapon, I will. I mean, there's no knives or anything. No. I'll back up towards the fireplace. Is there another door out of here?
You are on a table now. This table seems to be like 300 feet wide, almost, and you are on the edge of it. I'm not kidding when it is huge. It is a huge table now. It used to look super small for just a couple of people to sit at. Now it's massive. This is some Alice in Wonderland shit, as Temer put it. You look around, and you look to the fireplace. That's where you want to go. You start running across the table to do so. That seems to be your most direct option. But as you get, like, halfway, you feel the vibration of a hand, larger than life, being put upon the table. It slaps down. Not, like, super fast. It seems to, like, imagine having the view of, like, an ant would to us, where it's like, okay, this big giant hand just suddenly comes in front of you and acts like a wall. It is of tannish, palish complexion, that weird mixture of someone who has lived in a cave, but also has been sitting around a fire for who knows how long. Slightly cooked skin, I suppose. And you follow the arm, the hand, all the way to the torso and then face of someone who is closed eyes, like completely closed. You can't even see what is behind their lids, smiling upon you. It is of a female, but you are not sure what kind of humanoid that fucking thing is. It's definitely not a demi-human. You immediately sense that. No one is that big. Their face is maybe like 500 feet wide and tall. It is almost blocky. It is terrible. There is hair that must be like an ocean or a field to you.
Orlean will kind of start backing up a little bit, knowing that something this big won't have any trouble catching up to her. Are you one of the Ishes, the Ulathans?
You watch the head lean closer and closer to you. And then, suddenly, as you're just looking at this face that is approaching you, it will shrink. It will appear normal perspective. As you look around, you're no longer on a table. You're down on the floor, speaking to someone your height, your level. Its eyes still closed, its mouth still open. This kind of looks like one of the dwarf-like people of your world. Shorter, bulkier in terms of muscle, and sort of elongated arms that don't seem to match its torso. Just a regular dwarf woman greets you. Smiles at you like a grandmother to a daughter. Just come with me. Let us talk. You poor thing.
What's going on here? We just wanted to ask some questions of the shrine.
You asked my daughter a rather annoying question. She
well, I'm
does
very
love
sorry.
her games. She brings you closer to the fire, the hearth that is so warm and hot.
You mean the question about the ship?
No. You asked her who she was. That's the first mistake. Usually the last. You seem, and she pokes your nose like a doting grandmother. Pulls your cheek a little. Say, oh, you seem to be touched by another, unfortunately. She did not claim you.
Yes, the two brother, sister.
We know of what you speak. Their names are of little consequence to us.
You are like them. Yes?
No. We are not. And you feel that hand suddenly, well, not suddenly, but over the course of your conversation, tighten around your wrist as she leads you closer to the fire. And it's a little stunning at this realization when you watch her take a step up into the hearth itself and is beginning to drag you into the flames.
She's going first and dragging me in, or she's trying to just push me in?
She's dragging you in.
I think this is close enough. Flames look very hot.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, buddy. You
Great.
begin to try to resist, and then you get pulled as if an irresistible force is physically dragging you into this flame, which it is, of course. She is. You begin to feel the heat. You're just going to take fire damage. A full 12 immediately. As the flames burn into your flesh, your field is activating. Oh, little girl. It's unfortunate.
Why are you doing this? You're burning me.
Another 3 points of fire damage is inflicted upon you as you get deeper into the hearth. I must send you back! And this is all I have, unfortunately. Otherwise, you'd be trapped here forever.
How is
Dog
that?
grabs 2 d12s in the meantime.
How
Please suffer another
believable is
7.
this? 7. Okay.
You are being burned alive. That's how believable it is.
All right. I will try to cast Booming Blade on my mug and bean her in the face.
Unfortunately, Booming Blade requires something worth a martial weapon worth 5 silver, I believe.
I think it's just a weapon, but let me
A
check.
weapon worth 5 silver. I know it offhand.
1
yeah.
silver.
1 silver. Unfortunately, a goblet is not a weapon.
But it's silver.
It would be an improvised weapon, not a melee
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
Damn. Then I will just bean her on the nose.
You bean her on the nose. Please roll to hit.
This would be.
And then take another 19 points of fire damage.
Oh my
Tell me
god.
Tell me how close
Okay.
to death you are right now.
I'm at 11. So 1,
Okay, cool.
Oh my
3.
god.
You are
Plus
beginning to
1.
be absorbed by the flames. It bounces harmlessly off her skin. It hits, but you're like, it's a cup. You try to channel your energy into it, the flames consuming another one of JC's characters.
Do I
you
see
have
anything
time for one
forward?
last question.
Do I see anything forward through the flames?
Holes.
Holes?
coals, fire, or charcoal.
No, I mean like there's no. I don't see any passage or anything.
No.
No.
Baptismal by fire, my friend.
Okay, I will try to rage and then pull away.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
All right. 24.
That's pretty good. That is not good for you, though. You try to struggle. You feel like a finger gets slipped off. But it's too much. This thing is inhumanly strong, inhumanly powerful. You're pretty sure you could beat anyone, including Thatch, in an arm wrestling competition in that one moment. But as you suffer another 8 points of fire damage, you are being dragged to your neck in coals. You're about to be completely submerged in fire. Your skin is already feeling the heat. Your energy shield is depleting. And she speaks once more. Let this be a lesson to you if you survive. Don't fuck with things you don't know anything about. Good luck! And then she, like, pushes your head underneath the coals. I could roll more d12s if you like, but I'm pretty sure you have 4 or 3 hit points left.
I'm at 3 hit points right now.
Alright, you suffer an additional 18 points of fire damage. Or 19. 11 plus 8. You go unconscious, and we jump back to Sever. Sever, your ropes are burning off of Coraline. She is on fire right now. If Nathaniel was here, he would be awake with a fire extinguisher.
But the her magic cloak is also on fire?
Her entire body is on fire, yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I am going to try and put her. I roll Coraline on the floor. Try and put her out.
Give me a strength check.
Sure.
Oh shit! It's all coming around.
11.
Coraline's pretty light.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shove her. This isn't how you smother a flame, though.
Okay. All right. I see that she's unconscious, right?
Duh. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. The flames are not waking her up. So
no,
I am.
They're not.
Can I ask you? I know we're running out of time because like flames and like second rounds. Can I check if I can turn her into a vampire? Like, are we compatible?
Oh my god.
I think we already checked that, didn't we?
No, he didn't.
No, I checked other people. Yeah. Okay.
Can you both roll me a 1d100?
Oh no.
No, she is not compatible at all.
Okay. Well, I do know that she is tied up. No, she's on fire. She'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to burn level 1 cure wounds on her to wake her up. Okay.
Okay. Coraline!
And I slap her.
You are slapped in the face. You are on fire. Your skin is burning. You scream as you are healed for.
Oh, I clicked it and I didn't roll the dice. One moment.
Mm-hmm. 13 points of psychic
it's
damage.
10. Ignore the psychic.
I understand. You are healed as you are slapped, and the flames continue to burn. They burn for an immediate 10 points of fire damage. I'm not even kidding.
Does she go back unconscious?
Sever! You have to smother the flames or she's gonna die! What are you doing?
I'll take damage as I place my hands and just try and put them out.
Bro, you're made of stone. This ain't shit to you. Yeah, you can do it.
Alright. Yeah, sure.
Who cares about
I
fire?
try and smother her flames, and I'll do one more cure wounds, wake her up.
Alright.
Hold on. Whoop. Level 1.
You will notice with this one, the flames are beginning to die out. Coraline is waking. again as you heal her. Don will now roll 1d6 instead of the 1d12 for 6 points of fire damage.
She comes down again.
Coraline, you're flashing into life. Your skin is on fire. You're melting. Sever, the flames are almost out. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna put her out this time. I'm not gonna heal her this time. Just put her out.
You smother the fire. Coraline, please make your first death save.
Alrighty. Do you want it GM roll?
You can do it publicly. I don't mind.
Okay.
He's probably gonna heal you again after this. Nice. She is burned. She is dying. Her flesh is melting. Sever.
Okay.
She is extinguished. Her clothing, miraculously, is fine. It's just her flesh underneath that was on fire.
Alright, well, this is deeply upsetting. I am going to take my hempen rope. I'm going to take my hempen rope because it was the hempen rope removed? Was it burned off?
It was completely burned off, yes.
I'm going to apply the hempen rope one more time.
Alright, so remove one 50-foot coil. Coraline, don't roll a 1.
Oh, Jesus.
That's another failure, Sever.
Oh, fucking
You were
healer.
watching her die in real time.
Oh,
God.
You have potions.
I am going to burn one more cure wounds on her. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. 1 minute.
Man,
Fuck.
we're not
That
gonna
was-
have any spell slots for our mission.
Oh, he gets them back really fast. All he's got to do is drain my life.
Coraline, you are screaming into awakeness and alertness. If Nathaniel is here, he's now just watching at the door of what is occurring. Coraline, can you please roll me 2d100 to see how badly you are burned?
Permanent scarring.
Roll high. Okay.
Is high good or high bad?
High is actually
High is good.
bad. I'm a liar. You wanted to roll low. So you have one minor burn and one moderate burn. You can describe yourself as such. Your arms, your legs, your torso, your face has been scalded as though you have literally just been dragged through the coals. It's awful. And worse than that, Sever has now tied you up with a second coil of 50 feet of hempen rope.
Coraline, what the hell?
Did you do this? Did you burn me? Tie me up?
You walked up to the shrine, blew up, and now you're here. What were you doing? What are you doing here? This is the raid team side out.
Vampire Frog, did you sabotage this thing? I knew we shouldn't trust you.
Did you? Were you trying to sabotage the raid team?
Can I try to get out of the rope?
You're free to try. I'm not stopping you right now.
Go for it. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Now Sever, give me a tie knots check and take advantage since you and the tyrant apparently learned how to tie knots earlier today.
Perfect.
14.
Plus your dex would be...
19. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Some good
so
knots.
just... How convenient indeed, Rumble Roar. You tied Coraline up enough in that 6 seconds where she can't immediately draw a weapon on you, which she probably has on her. What do you do,
Coraline.
guys?
Coraline, I need you to calm down. Calm down. All right, listen, just stop. And what does Coraline do? I'm just like, calm down. We're just going to talk about this.
Going berserk.
Okay.
I don't think you've ever been with her when she was trapped somewhere. That was
No.
before your time. So yeah, much like when she was trapped underground or in the cage, she just starts panicking and angrily trying to bite you, kick you, break the ropes, anything. It's like a wild animal at this point.
Okay, no problem.
Just screaming unintelligently.
Gotcha.
Unintelligibly.
Can I? All right. So I'm assuming she's going into a rage to break her.
Probably.
Rope.
That's a good assumption. But you have teeth and
yeah,
claws.
sure. I've got one left.
I'm gonna try and charm person her, which she does. She has to save at advantage because she sees me as a threat.
Yeah.
So
And I'm an elf.
yeah,
And
and an elf.
Double
Go for
advantage.
My spell save is 13, so you've
Wisdom?
got a good shot. Wisdom.
Yeah.
11.
No big deal. Coraline, you
You're fine.
rage. Can you repeat your strength check?
All right.
Advantage.
Still not
15.
enough. No.
Okay.
Maybe because you're wounded. Maybe because your flesh and biceps are burned. But your bonds are far too strong. And, you know, you're about to die. Which is not the greatest sensation in the world.
Well, the damn vampire is right there with his big pointy fangs.
Yeah.
This is not reassuring.
Sever! She's freaking out! What do you do?
I burn a level 2 spell slot to try and charm person again. I
my
specifically
God.
did not take calm emotions. I hate myself. Sorry.
Oh no.
That you're gonna die.
That
Another
is...
wisdom save?
Yeah.
Uh,
Not
holy
even
shit!
close.
Ah, jeez.
Wasting all the good lockpicking rolls.
Sever!
Sever.
You're running out of options! What could you possibly do?
Alright.
Drink
I'm gonna,
precious blood.
I'm gonna bite her and put her unconscious if I can. But I mean, you get a chance to break free, I think, because I took a turn. So
So for skill checks, you can't just... She got the second roll because she raged. That was
Right,
the,
okay.
like, different of situation. If she had not raged, she wouldn't have even gotten that. Or the second one.
now I have a question for you, John. I've been making pacts to drain people of their hit dice.
Yeah.
If I bite Coraline, it's not a pact. It's not like
No, it's not. It's just pure damage.
Cool. You know what? I'll do a claw attack at her instead, and just like
Just
try and
slap
put
her in
to
the
sleep.
face with your claws? What the fuck?
All right, it's supposed to be claws. Sorry.
Oh
So,
my god. Alright,
it's,
well,
9.
Well, it'd be at advantage
So I
because
guess
it
I'm
would be.
restrained. But I mean, because
Does Coraline get a bite in?
19 will. Well, I guess my shield
Coraline
wouldn't
gets-
count. So 19, yeah, would hit.
Okay, does 7 bring you back down to 0?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Actually, I'm raging.
You're not immune to necrotic damage. I
So the
counted.
3 necrotic
I count.
and 4, yeah, 7 is
Yeah.
yeah. So it brings me down.
I'm a pro at this. I know when rages are going. Okay. Sever, you just slash her somewhere on her body to break the energy shield and send her into unconsciousness once more. Do you have a way of stabilizing your friend?
now without waking her up, I could try and do a medicine check, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This is
Why don't you give us a medicine check before you kill Coraline?
God.
Oh no.
I
10.
believe that is a
Hey!
pass, yeah.
And is
Okay.
a pass.
Cool.
You know, you didn't have to hit her as hard. This wasn't a true, like, I'm gonna go and kill her outright and, like, truly intend to injure her. This was, like, a controlled slash into the shield, break her stupid protective field, and then quickly make sure she's still alive. Which she is. Congratulations. Coraline, you are alive. Sever, what the fuck? It just happened.
What the fuck just happened? I am going to apologize to whoever's here who's clearly awake by now, and say and show Coraline, who's I'm assuming from being unconscious disguised self
I'm
as
gonna
off
say Nathan and the raid
Concentration.
team aren't here.
now. Okay.
This guy's self not
Alright.
concentration. So you were actually torturing and tying up an image of yourself.
We got him.
What's
Okay,
even
well,
weirder is the flames just going out of the image but not affecting it at all.
Well,
Oh,
if
shit.
all All right. I put her in my trash can. No, I'm kidding. While she's tied up, I just pick her up, fireman style. I guess I drop some. You weigh a lot, don't you?
I wouldn't have brought all my stuff, just probably my daggers. So
Just drag her.
I move
But
at
you
half.
yourself weigh a lot.
about 125 pounds with my equipment.
Oh God.
Maybe 130.
I drag her.
Okay.
I drag her to, I guess, maybe the nearest
Police
jail
station?
or prison. Police station. And we're gonna see if we can talk to the tyrant about what she was doing there.
Okay. Your little warehouse is at the very bottom here that I'm currently pinging. So the nearest police station is north of the airship station. So let's just go ahead and see how far you have to drag her. Roughly 4 miles through 2 parks in a apartment building and a residential area.
I burn past without trace.
Okay, cool.
Bye, Thatch.
I'm sorry, Thatch.
Goodbye, Thatch, indeed. I know we're half an hour from normal ending time, but I need to really go to the restroom, so we're going to take a quick break. In that time, we'll be right back after these messages. Thank you all so much for your patience, everybody. Oh my god, we see him moving. He's out of power, I forgot. Oh my fucking god. Okay, Sever, you drag Coraline to a police station, and through your magical field of darkness, The desk sergeant there is like, hello? Why is there this big fog cloud here? What? And he is immediately calling somebody else. We have some fucking Gucci gangs here fucking with me again.
Dragging 4 miles, would that have taken long enough for the disguised self to go?
Probably, yeah. How long does it last? 10 minutes?
Well, because if I'm dragging,
Long enough.
There's actually a chance that you woke up because.
Well, sneaking, you have to go half speed anyway.
Exactly. So there's a chance he woke up again.
Let me roll dice.
Perhaps you should save your phone battery without the flash.
Oh, my phone's got like.
He's juicing. Okay.
60%.
Oh no.
Then we have a Starbucks after this.
Hand waving non-essential things for the sake of power. You get there. Coraline does not wake up. I've rolled my luck die. You can drop past without a trace if you'd like now and talk to them, and we can sort of hand wave the awkward situation before Tyrant's boys show up.
Okay. That's what I do. And I just, I don't know, are we within 50 miles of the other raid team members? Or
50? Definitely. 5?
Okay.
No.
I communicate her and I say, Coraline was...
You don't have the range and they are asleep.
Oh, never mind. They're asleep.
All
right, well,
this is a big ham radio that you tie to yourself. You don't. This isn't a cell phone or like a fucking Metal Gear Solid codec.
Gotcha.
You wait, and eventually, the tyrant shows up, his bodyguard in tow, who looks mightily pissed, but you know, who isn't? Along with several other people. They will ask you what the fuck went down.
And I explain it as best as I can that for some reason I have some sort of mental link to Coraline and something was wrong, so I followed it. And she went back to the raid team's headquarters, their base, and tried to use the shrine again. But when she did, she exploded into light and immediately caught fire. And then she was screaming, freaking out, so obviously she's possessed. I knocked her out of conscious safely and brought her here.
Okay.
Incredibly suspicious.
Bleeding holes right here.
You explain the situation as best you can. Tyrant nods, somewhat accepting your story on face value, and they will apprehend the person you quickly brought to prison, to like a holding cell. The night will pass. Coraline, you will wake up handcuffed, without your stuff, in a hospital bed in the Tyrant's medical wing, which is below the ground, out, well, people know where it is, but no one really gets injured. And almost as soon as you...
I'm always there.
Yeah, you're always there. You see the fucking Ulathayans again. Those motherfuckers are watching you, but they're not alone this time, as your wardens. Instead, there seems to be some, like, weird standoff going on between the Ulathayans and some of the task force bigwigs. Even Ozark is, like, staring down these two people who are just like, what's up?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
But they
it's
seem
a very...
to be at odds.
Yeah, they seem to be at complete odds. They're not talking. They're just a simulacrum staring down two of these Ulathayan guys. They notice you're awake as you start to stir. Who knows how long later. We'll get to the calendar skip here in a bit.
What happened?
You try to talk. You find yourself gagged.
No.
Yeah, it's super weird. As if they don't want you to speak. And watching the stare down, kind of awkwardly, eventually, Arvo, of all people, will wheel in to the room. on a wheelchair, being pushed by his personal bodyguard. Or attendant, really. They're not so armed. He has too many guards. He's more of a casual kind of guy. And this old man will look at Ozark Simulacrum, look at Ulatheans, and will, being the old corpse that he is, tell everyone to fuck off. And strangely, they do.
At this point, Coraline's feeling trapped again, so she's probably not as bad as when Sever was there, but she is trying to, like, almost unconsciously trying to get out of those handcuffs.
Yeah, you are, like, bandaged up from, like, everywhere, basically. You face full-body flames. Like, every single part of you was on fire. You are doused in aloe and other sorts of gross bandages. There's not really a burn ward here in Tulse, but if there was, you're basically in it right now. Mm-hmm. Not the funnest places to be. But as you watch the Ulatheans and the Ozark leave, the Arvo comes closer and is sort of like parked next to your bedside. And the attendant speaks before he does. He says, "Please don't try to break your cuffs. Your wrists may fall off."
She kind of pauses at that and tries to calm herself down. Let's do a little. All right, it's not as bad.
It's not as bad. Okay. This attendant will, after leaving Arvo parked next to you, maybe like 3 or 4 feet away, just out of like arm distance, he will come up to you and remove the bandages that were covering your mouth because even your lower face is like fully fucked with flames. There's this weird, gross and foul-smelling aloe vera just wafting off of your flesh as soon as the bandages are removed slightly. Or peeled, really. You are essentially a mummy at this point in time. I want that imagery for CK so that he can doodle this scene later. The attendant will take a step back away from you, expecting you to do something or say something.
Sever's not in this room, right?
Not at all.
Excellent. She'll kind of look around and go, what happened? The frog. No, he bit me. The frog bit me. Am I going to turn like him?
Arvo lets out a dying gasp. Of a laugh, I suppose. But it is like air being blown through like almost a closed flute. And he will wheeze out some words. One of his few rare words, since he can't truly talk normally. Especially during allergy season, which unfortunately is every season for Arvo. You are horribly burned. You are not a vampire.
How badly? I can't feel much.
It will come back in time. You must recover. Who did you see?
Just that damn frog. Fire
Before
everywhere.
that,
There's nobody in the warehouse. He attacked me.
not in the warehouse. What did you see in your vision?
Some giant. A giant woman.
Who was also very small.
But she got smaller, but I was small. And she said her daughter, I annoyed her daughter. Somehow.
Oh. Well, that explains it. Okay.
And then the frog must have burned me. Put me on
No.
fire.
You weren't
Yes.
burned by your vampire friend. You are lucky he was there.
Those death saves, yeah. What does this mean?
Means you fucked around and found out. Try to act with more caution in the future. You are lucky you are alive.
I don't have to go back in the tank, do I?
No. However, you have just seen patrons of mine, which unfortunately leaves me with the responsibility of deciding your fate. I won't get into it because laws are really hard to communicate for me. He just lets out a gasp. The tyrant has spoken, and obviously, in his current state, wants to give you a second or third or fourth chance. I'm not sure how forgiving Ozark is now that you are clearly a liability. You are in a pickle, as they say, and your flesh mostly melted off your body. What is it you want to do now that you have found out?
Find out anything.
Yeah, but you fucked around.
Well, I don't want to use the shrine anymore.
That's a good start.
When you say
I
that
beg of
you're-
you to act with caution when going forward. Just in general. Not for your missions, but in your life. You are very reckless, I have read.
But I didn't do anything we did with Ozark. We did it 3 times.
I know you know better. You can cast magical spells. That means you're not an idiot. However, what you have just said was a waste of my breath reacting to. How dare you?
So what happens now?
I will decide your fate. Attendant. And the attendant brings him a coin to flip. Would you like to roll the 1d20, Coraline? Or JC?
May as well.
High is good. I don't know what good means, though. Okay.
9.
It falls. You don't see the sides of the coin. You're kind of trapped in your own current position. Okay. Well. I hate bureaucracy. I'm too old for it. Oh, I want to die.
You know, if we just forget about all this, there's no paperwork.
I would love to, but unfortunately, Ozark wants your head in a bag. I don't. So now I gotta decide what to do with someone who is blood related in a roundabout way to my people, and who has also seen the creatures that have cursed me with undeath. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, since this coin landed weirdly, and in that middle period, and I can't, it's a weird coin, but I'm gonna go consult with the council. I'll talk to you in a bit, apparently. Coraline. You are left alone. The weird Ozark simulacrum and Ulathane standoff happens once more.
From that, I'm understanding that the Ozark basically wants to kill her, but the Ulathans are against it?
Yeah, isn't that kind of weird? They're going to have a discussion of whether to kick you off the team more or less. And make you an experimental guinea pig to see how fucked you are on a divine level. Rest in peace, Alden. He is gone again. We will see if he shows back up here in a second. Oh, he's already there. Hell yeah.
His phone now, probably.
Phone now? Oh, can he hear us, though? It's fine. I'll just...
Yeah, the only difference is Thatch is now
It's
Alden.
fine. I'll mess with it. If he can hear us, he can hear us. If he can't speak, no big deal. JC, the player.
Yeah.
Coraline is in a pretty bad spot right now. She's a Hellion, no doubt. A person who so badly does not want to be anywhere close to redeemed. Loves being a shitter. Hates everyone on her team, except for, apparently, Redacted now.
She likes Thatch and Anchois and Redacted and Coraline.
However,
And that's
you
it?
are a
Coraline.
huge, massive liability now. You have proven yourself as such, in a way. And the Ulathans are kind of left in a precarious predicament. Not only are you tied to one of their enemies, you are now tied to their other enemies as well.
Really?
Maybe there is a path forward later, but right now, there's no way they're going to let the burn victim go back into the field within a immediate time frame. Interrogations await. People want to know how badly this corruption goes. The last time Coraline was trapped in a pod was a while ago, and they don't want to do that again. So, JC, where does that leave Coraline? What is a way forward for Coraline?
I mean, she would lie, cheat, and steal to keep doing what she was doing. I don't know how well that would go over. But it sort of sounds like it's kind of out of her hands.
Yeah.
I mean, she would definitely try to blame everything on Sever.
Of course.
Especially, like, showing those teeth marks to everybody that'll come by. Bad-mouthing him.
Claw marks. Claw marks.
Claw marks.
I saw fangs.
Yeah, but he said he rolled the wrong thing. He didn't bite you. He just slapped you.
He slapped
okay.
you.
It's a lot funnier when Coraline thinks that she got bit, though.
You know, claws, fangs.
He first rolled to see if he was compatible. Then he decided to claw you. Let's remember that.
It's true.
I'm going to say there just happens to be 2 claw marks on the neck.
There we
It's
go.
just kind of
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it's hard to look at that angle anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's where this burn scar is. So.
Coraline was already walking a tightrope. Whether she knew it or not, or acted as such even if she did know it, is indeed kind of out of her control now. I think they're going to bench Coraline.
Okay.
JC the player, are you satisfied with that?
I mean, I'd like to keep playing her, but if that's how it goes, I got another idea or two.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of where they're going to leave you. They're not going to execute Coraline. They're not going to kill her. She will be in the background, more or less being questioned, and probably be brought to that altar more to see if they can get a repeat of the same actions, to see how deep your connection, because this just keeps happening. It's kind of weird. So this is not the end for Coraline by any means. But right now...
Everything I could not to hug the dwarf.
It's true. Rip. I just looked at what Alden posted. He can't hear anything, but it happens to the worst of us and the best of us. So I kind of want to jump to the other teammates. I know we're getting close to time, but I want us to have a discussion while JC rolls stats. That's what I really want to see.
I always roll bad.
Yeah, that's why I like seeing it. So, people, it is the 6th of July. Yeah, what's up?
I was just answering. Go ahead. 6th of July.
Okay.
Go.
You guys are around a table, and someone slaps a dossier with Coraline's, well, the after-action report of what Revik put down, basically. Of what Shade saw, as from Revik's perspective as well. And you are told that Coraline is no longer on your unit. She's being reassigned immediately. And you are down your barbarian / rogue. Your technical person.
I haven't opened one door.
Not a single fucking door. Did you? Oh, wow! The only door you opened, thank you, Rumble Roar. Thank you, Timmer, was the one that led to your character's exit. Oh no! Thatch, Sever, Antoine, and later we'll get Redacted's opinion. It's just the 4 of you. Fucking brood. Oh my god, Shadow. Come on, man. You're gonna at least talk while you're making me dab. Here, I'll do some pre-dabs for everyone else.
There we go. Well,
We're sending you off, Coraline.
this is unfortunate.
Oh no, not again. Oh my. Corley, no. I message instant sending. I'm like, Corley. Don't tell me.
Wait, what did you just say? Grug?
Don't trust the frog.
What happened? The frog.
The frog. No, we lost him. Fuck. It's over for him. Rip. We will. We will deal with the scuff. Wait, someone, Rumble Roar, join the fucking lounge. Where'd you go?
Yes.
No. Come on, we gotta finish this session up. Oh no. At least roll. Oh, he's here. Thank goodness. All right, it's fine. Just stay muted. It's up to you guys. You 3, what do you talk about?
I immediately start wondering, what did he mean by the frog? Wait a minute. Of course I know what he meant by the frog. Then I turned to Sever, saying, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I followed her, and she got set on fire by the statue. And then she started freaking out, so I had to put her out, knock her out, and I saved her life like 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah,
I
why'd you
rolled
have
as
to
my
save her
mind.
3 times?
You weren't there. None of you were there.
No one would have.
Well,
It's unfortunate, but at least she's alive, right?
I still don't know why she would not be alive, but I suppose I read the action report and it confirms what, basically what was told. Because I guess this is the outside perspective. I don't have the Coraline perspective.
Yeah.
It
And
confirms what Sever told them.
Sever and Shade both have more or less the same story. They saw Coraline fall down and then erupt into fire after fucking with the very dangerous, clearly not to be fucked with, magical obelisk. This spell will now, in the future, need approval to be used. It will likely be relocated before it is retired fully after this fiasco. So not only will you all now have to operate with the fact that now no one can look back in time without getting first clearance from Ozark, you're also down a team member for right now.
At least it doesn't change anything for the doors.
That's true.
it
God
seems
forbid
like
one of your wizards learn knock.
well, it seems like Coraline's greed finally got the best of her. I will miss her though.
I've seen her take down an airship while I was in it. I've seen her dedicate herself to a unholy worm god that she tried to conquer, a flying one that she wanted to fly. Yeah, she rose. She floated for a bit. We had to we had to save her from that. I know she was constantly stealing. She was constantly trying to break into airships to fly them, despite being continuously told not to. And it doesn't surprise me that she would break into a place looking to, I guess, mess with something. Like, I'm guessing I was informed what the obelisk was, despite me not being there originally.
Everybody
Yeah, we
knows
told you
what
about
it
it.
is.
Yeah, so none of this surprises me. But despite all of that, I really, 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 really wish that none of this happened. Because now we're down Coraline. She grows under her continuous her continuous mistakes, her continuous needling of you. Like, it grows on you, like.
Someone
what? That's a
just
good point.
listening in
Good
just sounds
ribbon.
like this guy is like wrecked by abuse. Holy,
Uh,
you guys hear that?
I'm sorry.
People are so mean when your character dies.
You were too.
Antoine, do you
I
know what
was.
Stockholm syndrome is?
Oh no.
I'm guessing also the shade adds the fact that the stooge element of trying to put her out and trying to scratch her and everything like that, and having to roll death saves. And so I kind of get a chuckle at what I'm reading while I'm reading it. But knowing that
It's all dated too by like the second. So just like at 11 or like 02 38 38, Ravik stabs Coraline.
like
That's right, Antoine. All those things were true about Coraline, and we'll always remember her as we move forward.
At least
As
she's
a
still alive,
warning. At least she's
even
still
if she's
alive.
not with us.
That's right.
The real question is, do we move forward with our plan?
we have to, or
Agreed.
maybe not immediately for it. Now we're gonna need a team member. We're gonna need someone who can step right up. I suppose we could give good old HR violator a call, Mr. Alonso.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, he was a bit of a yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Antoine just breaks into chuckles of just remembering how fucking awkward it was hanging out with that goblin. Paradigm says he will rebel and revolt against your cause specifically, Antoine, in keeping Mokapuni dead forever if you dare contact Alonso. Because I know Alden's not here, but he does not want to be ridden. I know for a fact.
But he's
There's no way in hell. Well, you can put in a request form for reinforcement, and hopefully someone will be able to quickly fit in the place by tomorrow, the end of day. You're here another day in Tulst.
Good God.
So why don't we
we'll
see?
we'll make arrangements to leave tomorrow then if we can pick up another member.
Why?
Why don't we see the kind of person who will be joining us? At least their, like, attributes, at the very least. Maybe not their full, profile. We'll have days to discuss that in real life, but... JC, can you please roll me some stats? I would love to see
Alright.
some 40,
46
61.
D1, right?
Yep. Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Standard
Nice.
array, here we come. Yeah, that's what I like seeing. Alright,
Nice, good. Couple of 15s.
Another 12. Oh, here's a big money one. Oh,
Hey,
13.
Right.
It's not like a Alden roll who rolls above 15s on every roll except one, but it is good.
It could have been worse. It could have been much worse. This is
JC, you will
No,
start
makes-
at level 7 now, since everyone is level 7. Putting all the hard work getting there, in your party's perspective, not a big deal, really. You think it'd be harder? I think it would be.
Andrew would ask Ozark for knock, but he knows he's not allowed. Ozark is not allowed to have knock.
Yeah, Ozark's
forbidden.
not. You'll have to learn that on your own, unfortunately.
Yeah. Or pay someone. I'm not too sure.
See, if you didn't learn Summon Elemental, you would have picked up Knock, which would be way better, right?
I haven't learned someone else.
Yes.
Oh, true. Very true.
Well, now you have
JC?
polymorph. You can just polymorph into an ant and go through the door.
Very true.
I mean, that
Can
is
just
true.
please be Karma now. No, he cannot be Karma. That would be cringe and silly. However, JC, the door is yours. What are any thoughts? What are you gonna call it? Hints at what you may be going for, leaning towards in the future?
Well, for a while, my backup was Minotaur Barbarian, but we're
Sure.
kind of heavy on the front line right now. I'm not sure.
Whatever it'll be very much like
Mm.
min-maxed to the as much as possible.
I like
JC,
your
we trust you.
characters. Whatever it
Characters
is,
are
do good.
fantastic, JC.
Mhm.
Anyone who
Good.
says otherwise... See, that's the silver lining. We get to see more of JC's brain in action. As he introduces a
Exactly.
new character with his own set of faults and problems that are so relatable, like sexual harassment and not knowing when to break into buildings
And the French
dorm
accent.
and lying to cover up murders and
I
crashing
didn't have a
public
traitor
property.
frog on my team, bastard.
I saved your life!
You were so close to killing
Man.
Chloe. Like you couldn't just heal her. Like I'm amazed
Oh.
at how you were playing loose. You're playing with that.
It's
Like,
true.
oh, wow.
I thought I would have to kill her. Unfortunately, Brood takes all the credit away from me.
I just like to say, this will surprise no one who knows Coraline, but she will play along, act very nice for as long as it takes for suspicions to drop, and then try to murder Sever.
I look
All
forward
right.
to this.
The special winter episode. Darling, you're allowed back in the field. Oh, she's already gone.
We went on
Okay.
a special stealth mission and Sever just died.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Well then, that's it for us. No streams next week except on Wednesday, which is my fucking birthday stream. What? From 6 p.m. CST to midnight CST? What? John's gonna die. He has work the next day, apparently. Oh man. We're in it to win it. I've already statted, well, I'm mostly done with the statting of the Alventory stat blocks, and I made tokens for them. They're garbage looking, don't look too close, but man, the bug hat, I finished that shit. I'm so proud of that. That was hard. Okay, guys, thank you all so much for real. Any further shout-outs we want to do before I take us off? We have a sad music. Let's be happy now that Coraline's gone.
That hurts.
Be
right
happy
here.
now that JC has a new character to introduce.
Although, I mean, 4 characters,
so
only 1
excited.
death. That's
True.
gotta be a record.
I can't wait to see what you'll brew up. It is
Yeah.
true. You have a very interesting, flawed characters, and it's intriguing. It's intriguing.
They're beautiful,
For sure,
each
T-Rex.
and every one of them.
I mean, I could do a perfect one like me, but that's just no fun.
It's true.
Uh,
Okay, well then,
I know.
guys, we're out. JC will be a wizard in 2 weeks' time. Don't you worry. We'll see you later. Woo!
Right.